and gentlemen, it's 7 o'clock Thursday night, coming to you live from Bakersfield, California, inside the basement of the Blue Zone Studios, where we showcase up-and-coming DJs, get the inside of where they began and how it all started, taking you in-depth with all the DJs you know and love. We call this the Blue Zone Show, each and every Thursday night at 7 p.m. And here's your host, the one and only DJ EVP. EVP.
Oh, yeah. What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition, man, of the Blue Zone Show, going down right here from Bakersfield. You know, it's real close. Like, I haven't said it in a while. You know, it's been really cold out here, so I forget about that. We're so close to hell. What do you think, Alex? Something's going on with your mic. Nope. Something's going on with the mic.
Oh, well.
Can we hear Winston?
Yeah, you got me.
Oh, yeah, he's there.
Yep.
Winston's here, man.
I'm in here.
It threw us out of here, man. It threw us out of whack. I don't know what's going on.
Don't like me. I can hear him a little bit.
I think it's, you know what, Alex? I think it's you, man, throwing some salt on the situation. What up, y'all? Welcome to the Blue Zone Show. We'll get that going on right now. We got Winston CRITE in the house, y'all.
Yo.
What up? Welcome, first of all, to the Blue Zone Show.
Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you having me.
You know, hey, thanks for coming in. You know, we've been planning on it for a little minute until you had some time. You know,
Yeah.
Busy guy, got a lot of stuff on your plate. I know we're gonna hit a few different subjects.
Most definitely.
You know, people could tune in to you also.
Yeah.
They can tune in there. 94. Hey, you can talk about it. It's all right.
Yeah, well, I can talk about it
94.1.
all. Yeah, I mean, like you said, I try to do a couple different things, couple different irons in the fire. So, I work over at 94.1.
What do you do there?
On-air personality over there.
Really?
So, yeah, just try to spice things up in between songs.
You know, I was I was the first mix show DJ on that radio station.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, bro,
Really?
back in 97.
Man, okay.
Yeah, bro, I got history over there.
That's
Lots
cool,
of
that's
history at
cool.
1400 Easton Drive, Suite 144.
Dude, see, he even remembers that.
True. It's programmed at this point.
Oh, you want to? What's crazy is I still have an original Kiss 94.1 banner.
Kiss.
Yeah, it was actually Kiss 94.1.
Yeah, I remember that.
Before it became Hot 94.1, before the lawsuit with Clear Channel and so forth. Oh, I could go into
Man.
that.
Man, hey.
Bob Lewis.
I thought they just wanted the name change.
He's one of my favorite people on the planet.
And
that
you know
I'd
what,
love to
y'all?
suffocate.
This and something that I didn't say. This is episode 104, season 3 of the Blue Zone Show.
Welcome to
Yeah,
the Danger
man.
Zone.
Congrats
So-
on that, man.
Hey, thank you, Winston. Yeah. Thank you. So, man, let's get right into it. Let's I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot one right at you.
Yeah.
That a question that a lot of people sometimes want to know. If there was somebody, before we even go take it back of how you started, how you made this journey,
Yeah.
how you started, but if there was somebody that you would love to collab with and do a track with.
Do they have
Who-
to be active right now?
Nah,
or just
dead or
period?
alive. Dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
Yeah.
Man.
Who's that?
Who would
producer?
that be?
That producer? Artist wise, I would probably say Nas off the top.
Wow.
I-
Okay.
Queensbridge.
Yeah, I would just want to see how I could measure up, because I know it would push me to push my pen to just crazy heights. So I'd probably say Nas on that. And as far as producer, I would probably say either Alchemist or Timbo.
Wow. What's
Yeah.
funny is back in mid 90s, I used to do a lot of stuff with Alchemist when he was part of the Hooligans
Serious?
with Immortal Records and Buzztone Management. Baker Boys, my brothers,
That's
actually
crazy.
did a couple of tracks for the Hooligans in Alchemist. Of course, dope producer ASR 10 King. He and Scott Kahn, which is James Kahn's son, actor James Kahn. He was the second voice in the Hooligans.
Wow.
Yeah, and if
Wow,
you
that's
listen, if you listen
That's
to
crazy.
a lot of House of Pain stuff, Everlast always says, he always gives props to the Hooligans.
Yeah.
There's a part where in one of Everlast's songs on Same As It Ever Was, where he says, "I'm down with the Hoolies." So he's talking about the Hooligans. But yeah,
True.
Alchemist, he's dope. He's on a TV show with Action Bronson.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah,
Okay, that cooking show.
something like that, where they're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
around traveling to all these places for food.
Yeah,
And it was
Okay,
crazy.
yeah.
And I was watching that, and I was like, yo, what the hell is this? And I look, I was like, that's fucking Al. And I look, and sure enough, it was Al and Action Bronson, and they were at some crazy Italian spot in, like, Brooklyn. And, you know, you could tell it was wintertime because of the attire that they had on, the vests and the hoodies and all that stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Al was just like, man, I'm not eating that shit. It was funny. But, Alchemist is really, really dope.
Yeah, he is. His melodies and his choices are just. There's so much depth to the music that you can't.
He
help
got
but
his
enjoy it.
flavor. He got a lot of his flavor from Muggs.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you're on that level, man, that's my old camp. Immortal Records Buzz Tone, 346.5 Robertson in Los Angeles,
true.
right there, right behind Beverly Center.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could make some happen.
Yeah, hey, my
It's
studio's
nothing-
always
nothing
open
but a
now that I
word,
got it
nothing
back
but a
up
word.
and running.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
he's-
true. Nothing but a word, man. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's dope, man. That's
So-
crazy because most people would have been like Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, Premier, and all that stuff like that. But for you to say Alchemist, dude, all right, I can fucks with you.
Man, true.
What's your favorite tempo? What's your favorite tempo to rhyme to?
Man.
Like I know some cats here, they're like, give me 100, 105 BPMs, and that's their strengths because they're just club hoppers.
Yeah, to be honest,
Where do you feel comfortable?
I
Where's
don't
your
even,
soft spot?
I never really think about it in terms of tempo. I don't think I ever have, to be honest.
Really?
Like, I just think of just literally what it sounds like because I try to do something. I try to do something different, like in every song that I do.
Right.
So I mean, lately I caught myself rapping fast like all the time. And
Like
so,
double time or just
Yeah, like some double time, like some like Big Sean on steroids kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like
Berserk
something-
that
yeah.
Berserk record is banging.
It is, yeah. So I caught myself a lot of times falling into like this fast rap pattern, and so lately I've been trying to slow that all the way down.
Right.
Use silence and use a lot of just different things like that. So as far as the tempo, I don't think I have a preference. I really don't.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
dope. Because I know a lot of people, they got that sweet spot where that's where they stay.
Yeah.
Like you listen to a lot of people's rhymes and you listen to their albums, and it's like they're just stuck in that 90 to 98 pattern.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
then they're stuck into like 99 to 105.
Yeah.
Like I was tripping when Fabulous did Holla Back, and it was like 110, 111 BPMs. And at that time when that Holla Back record came out, Holla Back, whoop, whoop, it was just like mad fast.
Yeah.
So there was really nothing
That was
in
that
that
fast all the
range that you could mix with it, So I found a record that worked perfect with it, and it was produced by Pharrell
Huh.
and the Neptunes, which was no doubt hella good.
True.
And it just had that same feel, that same vibe.
Yeah.
So then it started picking it up, and it was going into the mainstream side of it. So that's where, that's why I always ask artists, like if I'm producing them or I'm working with them, what's your sweet spot?
Yeah.
Where's your tempo range? Where do you feel comfortable at?
Yeah.
So I mean, that might be something to look at into the future. Like,
I'm gonna think about that.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what are you? I've never heard your music, so that's why I'm
Yeah, I know.
asking these
I'm
questions.
excited too because you're gonna hear it in a minute.
Yeah,
so I wanna-
because I'm excited to hear it. EVP's been telling me about it for the last couple months, and I was just like, man, I'm so busy doing this, doing that. And then I had a lifestyle change recently, so now I'm here, and I'll be here on the show literally every Thursday.
Oh, nice.
When he does the show, I'm going to be right here with you. Sometimes I'll be on the turntables. Sometimes I'll just be sitting here jaw-jacking.
That's dope.
But, it gives an opportunity for me to find, like, dope artists,
Yeah.
because I still have distribution.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I still have the connections, and I still make music, and I still put people on just because I'm not on the radio on the young kids.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not back at KISV
Hey,
anymore.
that's not where all the action happens.
Yeah, be surprised on how many people 45, 50 years old are still banging out beats. Look at Premier.
Yeah.
He's 52 years old and still killing shit.
Yeah. Same way.
I mean, if you listen to that Diamonds Are Forever, that Gangstar record, that Life and Loyalty, man, shit's banging. And there's another one that he got on a Gangstar album called The Hitman with Q-Tip. Guru and Q-Tip. It's called The Hitman.
I need to hear that ASAP.
Bruh. What?
I need to hear that ASAP.
What?
I haven't heard that.
What do you mean you got to hear that?
Off top, I haven't heard that.
Oh, my
As soon as
God.
you said Q-Tip, I knew I hadn't heard it.
See what happens when local radio fails you?
Facts.
But yeah, I'm just saying, bro. So yeah, enough about well, tell us about you, man.
Yeah.
Where you from?
Yeah.
What do you do? What are your hobbies? What excites you? What pisses
Yes,
you
sir.
off? You know,
Man.
what kind of women do you like? And let's get into who you are, bro. First off, what's your name?
Well, man,
Yeah.
my stage name is my real name. CRITE. That's my last name.
CRITE?
Yeah,
Word.
CRITE. So that's what I go by, and I just try to find out like what's unique to my story, and I just try to put that into music form. And that's it. What can I do that nobody else can literally do?
When did you fall in love with hip hop?
Man, that had to be like.
How old are you? 23?
31.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah. Thank you though.
I'm just saying.
But nah. As far as my love for hip hop, man, it started in probably like 5th or 6th grade because I transitioned. I started off doing like piano lessons and like classical music and stuff like
Word.
that.
I need someone
And
that
that
can
was
play
like my
keys.
bridge. Yeah, like so I bridged off into my dad
Wow.
started. As soon as I got he
Who's
thought
your
I was
dad?
old enough. Winston Christ Sr.
Okay.
And yeah, as soon as I was old enough,
Props
he
to your
started pumping
pops.
like the history into me, and yeah, so I kind of merged the two, that and jazz. That's
Wow.
my background.
That's
Basically.
dope. That's real
Yeah.
dope. High
Thank you.
schools? What schools you go to?
I went to Ridgeview at first, freshman, sophomore. Then I moved out of town for junior year. I was in Antioch, Bay Area.
Okay.
And then senior year, I came back. I went to Liberty.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, I got some fools up there in Antioch. DJ Slam and Sam, that was my homeboy. He was,
Man, you got somebody everywhere.
yeah, bro, I've been DJing 33 years. I've been on the air everywhere.
True.
On the streets everywhere.
Yeah, that's fine.
But, I mean, in this industry, the recording industry, the DJ game, everybody thinks that it's so big, but it's really small.
yeah.
They always say there's 1%ers of everything, like the bikers say there were 1%ers. The DJs say we're 1%ers, the hip hoppers are 1%ers. And by meaning that 1%, or the 1%er, is that only 1% of the continent or the 1% of the population does what we do.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's,
That's about that.
you've seen the movie 6 Degrees or 7 Degrees of Separation.
Separation,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like that, bro. Like, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Like you
That's
had
it,
no
yeah.
clue that I had ties to Hot 94.1.
And it's one step away right there.
Randy was
Yeah.
my intern.
What? That's crazy.
Real shit, bro.
Randy, the legend. That's
Randy,
crazy.
ask him about me. Ask him.
Okay.
Randy will be like, man, that fool used to get me in trouble.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I got stories for days that
Yeah,
I'll tell
Randy's
you
your
off air.
trainer.
Randy's the man, bro. He learned under myself and Evan, Phil Marks. And
Okay.
he's the one Phil Marks is like, if you ever hear my mixes, he's the one that goes, Alex G. That's the dude who does it. It's
Yeah.
Phil Marks.
Okay.
But, you'll hear Bernard always say, Alex G.
Lex G.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
that's
guy
pretty
who
good.
did that, he actually was, Evan and I were training Randy to do what he does.
Okay.
So that was
Yeah.
that was 20 some odd years ago.
Really?
Yeah, bro, 97, 98. Randy came around about 98. So
Wow.
it's been 24 years.
Yeah.
Imagine
Wow.
that, being on the air 24 years in one market.
Yeah. And he's still fresh. Like he does this. Like he's a machine with it.
Yeah, dude, he's dope. He's got a lot of passion for it, and I got a lot of love for that cat. We used to go to lunch together every day. Like when I moved back from Albuquerque, and I came back to work at American General Media again for a station called 96.9 The Beat, which is now a Spanish station. It was Caliente. I don't know what the hell it's called now, but him, myself, and Eric Sean, we'd go to lunch every single day. Randy's the man. I got a lot of love for Randy.
You don't
Yeah.
like food.
That's why I
You don't
shared
like
it. That's
food.
why I shared it. I gave my
You don't-
man a
came with
burrito.
You know what you did?
He did come with food.
God,
though.
I'm surprised you sharing it.
Hey,
He's
you know
feeling
what?
the love,
Hey,
man.
my man
I
is
know
my
why. You
my
know
man
what?
is slimmer than
You know what?
my man is slimmer than some slim kid shoes
Well,
and some slim kid
You know
jeans.
what? But I know why. I know why.
Why?
You're already feeling the Valentine mode, for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so
I'm in the mood for
you know-
lust. I mean love.
Simply
because you fear me.
Hey, with that said, have you guys done your,
My
Valentine's
Prep
shopping?
preparation. Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
something special, some plan. That's good.
Listen here,
I'm
bucko.
not going to say anything else because I don't want to, nobody.
Listen here, okay?
You guys ruin your surprises.
A gentleman never tells a secret.
Well, of course.
I'm just saying.
saying you better be ready. Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Calm down,
What about
sugar
you?
free.
Me?
This fool's always locked and loaded. Don't let him fool you.
I forgot all
Well,
about
he posed the question, so he must have something ready.
This fool got more sweets and treats than sees candy.
Oh yeah, look, there's some candies right here. If you guys
A bunch of dum
want
dums.
to help yourself, there's some. So Winston, so tell us, man, what you got going? What? I heard a little buzz of something. Something's coming from Winston.
Yeah. I mean, lately I took a step back. I was doing like all these events and everything towards the end of last year, and I found myself not in a space to create new music. Like I stopped writing for like 4 or 5 months, and I started getting that itch again. So I had to scale back from all that. So now I'm trying to just work on creating new music. But then I got this idea for this app, and I started creating that. Now I'm almost done with that. So.
That's dope.
But this app, so that app is kind of my focus, like right now, before I can get right back to the music. But yeah, man, the app. I mean, I kind of told you a little briefly earlier. It's called The Plug.
What was my exact word that I used when you told me about that? I said that was genius.
Genius, yeah.
That it was genius
thank you.
for you to come up with that.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, pretty much it's an app. The goal of it is to put the whole music scene, the local music scene together. So it serves 3 different functions. Like one of the first functions, like a local music player, kind of like a randomized, like a local music Pandora, if you will, right? Mm-hmm. And so you can listen to music, etc. And then there's a blind discovery mode. You don't know who you're listening to until you hit a picture or you hit a button, like their picture will pop up, so you can discover new artists that way. So that's one function there. And 2 is to actually book these artists. That's the second function. Because, right now, people don't know exactly how to find local artists if they want to book them for a birthday party or for whatever they might want to do. Write a song for them to sing for their anniversary or whatever, So there's no real clear-cut way for that. So this will be that way, where all the different artists, they'll be lined out. All their information will be clear-cut right there with their rates and, their specialties, their forte, their best picture, best song, all that kind of stuff. And third function is events. I'm partnering with different venues in town, hopefully all the venues in town, and we can get all the events coming through there. And basically, people can buy tickets through there. They can kind of coordinate their evening and just a bunch of like little fun stuff like that. I'm trying to set it up to where like you could be like downstairs at Jerry's Pizza, like in the basement, and you can like use the app, and it's got like this Grubhub function. You can like order food from upstairs and then like go up there and pick it up, kind of thing. So like kind of just like a companion app to kind of put the whole scene together and connect everybody.
That's dope.
You're making life easier for everybody.
Trying to, and then hopefully get everybody paid. The artists, the venues. You know what I mean? That's the missing link right now. Is this a clear cut system?
Genre specific or all genres?
All genres. I
That's
mean,
dope.
My actual network right now is obviously primarily hip hop and a little jazz focused, but I plan on incorporating all the different genres.
Rock
and
bands.
then professionals too, like photographers and whatnot too, just creatives in general.
That's dope, dude. That is really, really impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
when he was telling me, off the air before we started the show, it's like that's exactly what I told him. I go, that is genius.
Thank you,
that
man.
you thought of that to make it
At your
basically
disposal
you
at
have it
any
in your
time.
fingertips to make this happen, bro.
Well,
Everything is there.
It's instant gratification and instant access to all locals and even other markets. I mean, Fresno has some dope talent too. I mean,
Absolutely. That's why this one's called The Plug Bakersfield. We're gonna start it here and branch out to other cities.
Nice.
Man.
So yeah, that's been my focus as of late. It's just kind of work out all the kinks on that because I had to figure out. I didn't know how to code, and I still kind of don't know how to code, but I figured out how to kind of build it without having to get too technical and take too much time learning how to do it. So I've almost got it to that point. Hopefully, we're gonna launch on March 1st.
Nice.
And that's what I was about to ask. I said, when's the extended
right.
time?
Lord willing, March 1st. That's gonna be the day.
Yeah, that's around the corner, a few weeks away.
Yeah, just gotta get everybody's information, etc. And I've been focused on the building. Now I got to gather all the info. So yeah.
Wow. That's a lot because there's a lot of bands in Bakersfield.
Facts.
A lot of bands, and not just like rock bands. I mean, there's cover bands from people that just do 80s and 90s stuff, and then you've got like all the mariachi bands too. I mean, it's an open field for everybody.
Yeah,
that's dope.
You don't want to hear banda or what?
Listen, bro. If I want to hear banda, I'll go to the mate on
okay,
Sunday.
okay.
Nah, I'm cool. I don't like that circus shit.
That you know what though? That is heavy duty to listen to that for
All day.
for when they have their parties and that's all they want.
Bruh, there was
It's that consistent backbeat.
bruh,
Just man,
funny story. Before I sold my house, my neighbor George, that's all he would listen to was the banda shit. And he had this party, and it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
it's still going.
And still fucking banging. They're out there just doing their thing, right? So I grabbed my speakers.
Oh man, the
I like where this is going.
I went and I put 2 earthquakes outside and 2 tops.
pointed that way.
Pointed it at his fucking house, bro.
Oh man,
And I just freaking railed it. I put Korn on.
you hear that, George?
Yeah.
Wherever you're at.
I put Got the Life by Korn.
Bakersfield talent.
And it just, and they just
Yeah.
fucking looked over the fence and were like, "What the fuck is that?" And I said, "I'm going back
that
to
was-
sleep."
That was a wake up call for them, saying like
Yeah.
it's too late already. What are
Yeah.
we doing?
Yeah,
You
And
know that is late, man,
Yeah,
for a
and the-
neighborhood. Come on now.
ask Raul about that. George told Raul about that.
He did?
Raul's one of our other DJs. DJ Raul, you got to meet him. If you've dealt with that other establishment we talked about earlier,
Yeah.
you
He's there. He's the big guy.
the big dude. He looks like he's
Does he wear glasses?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he wears
yeah.
thick glasses.
Yeah, I seen him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the homie Raul. But ask Raul about that story. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
some funny
Raul's
shit.
a good guy.
So, who are your influences? You mentioned Nas. Who's the one dude or the group that you say catapulted you to want to become an MC, to follow that lead?
Man, let's see. That's a good question. I might say Eminem played a role in that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd say M probably played a role in that because he was one of the first artists that like I knew every single word, every single nuance to like everything that he was doing.
What's your favorite M record?
Man, I'm gonna kill you, probably. Yeah, it was so catchy, and the way he brought it in. He said, "I'm trying to develop these pictures of the devil and sell them," and that whole concept, his schemes on that were like perfect on that.
Bro,
That's like vintage right there.
The first trip out on this, so we were going up to Fresno to a wedding, and Eminem's first album came out, and I was like, "Mom, you gotta listen to this dude. He's like fucking buck wild." So we're listening to Eminem up to one of my cousin's weddings, and she's sitting there busting up the whole time from Bakersfield to Fresno.
Yeah.
And then she says, "We gotta listen to it again."
Yeah,
So
it's
she
like that.
she
It's
was
like
just
that.
like tripping, and the M record that really stands out to me the most is Kim.
Yeah. That's definitely his most powerful record, I'd probably say.
You know which one that is? It's the one where he talks about killing his wife, Kim.
No, he kills her.
Yeah. No, he offs her in
She's
this
gone.
song, dude. The chorus and the melody is just so unreal. It's like
Yeah.
the beginning of it, he's talking about his it's him and his baby, Haley, and they're talking about how they've got this relationship and your daddy's little girl and blah 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 blah. And then fucking Kim,
Escalates
he
quickly.
Yeah, dude, to the point where he just gets so furious because she's taking her away from him. And yeah, dude, like when I worked in Fresno, that's when the second album came out. I would drive to Fresno to B95 listening to that song, just fucking railing in my car, just jamming up there. It was crazy. But Eminem, he's definitely that dude.
Yeah, I would say him and Lupe Fiasco.
Okay.
Because both of
You
them.
kind of sound like him a little bit. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment because, yeah, like their style is the kind where you have to rewind it. Like after you listen to what they say, like they have so much depth and layers to their rhyme schemes, to their punchlines, to everything else, to where you just have to run it back. Even if you heard what they said, you still have to run it back. And so I like adding that level of depth to my rhymes and everything as well.
Wow. You really have me interested in really
No,
wanting
we're
to
gonna
hear
have
some
to
of your
hear.
material.
We're gonna have to
Gotta
hear.
hear it now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put some of his.
Play a
stuff
song.
on
Let's
here.
hear a song.
I got you. Oh yeah, I got the
Yeah,
flash.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
hear a song, man. I'm excited. I'm like, shit, maybe I could put him in the studio real quick.
I mean, you could.
So you asked Winston what motivates him, right?
Yeah.
What inspires him?
Yeah.
What inspires me?
What inspires you for your content?
Man, for my content, I like to. I just hear music, and then I'm just like, I feel like I just hear like I hear a beat, and I just feel like I hear what it should be.
Right.
Like how like sculptors say they see the picture in the, you know,
before it's even done.
Yeah. So I tend to not like, I'll tend to just hear a beat and I'm like, oh, this is what needs to be done to this. And then I'll write to it. I'll write after I hear the beat. And I just started doing that recently, actually, lately, because I used to just like write lyrics by themselves with no beat, and then just find
beats.
Lost. And then just find beats and kind of like apply it to the lyrics, but then like they don't, it doesn't
mesh.
It doesn't marry. Exactly. So I started listening to the beat first, and like these days I started writing hooks first and like concepts first and stuff, and so I don't get caught up in just rapping.
Imagine that, a hook.
You know,
half of these rappers don't even know what a hook is.
Yeah,
and it's not something you put bait on to go fishing with. Fool. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, it's easy to get caught up when you hear a beat and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna impress you. But you forget you're making music, and you know, like people have to, you know, be able to vibe to it. You know, they want to be able to repeat you and know what you were saying by the end of the song. You know what I mean? So I've learned that I need to scale back on a lot of that, and you know, just add more vibe to it. So that's what I'm focusing on for my new project, my new music. Actually.
If somebody's never heard your material, like myself, what should I expect? What would be something that would say, you know what, damn, that shit was dope? What would I be expecting to hear?
I've never been good at answering this question.
Really?
I'm never good at answering this. I would just say that
just you?
Blue Zone.
The Blue Zone.
Yeah,
Shut
Blue
up.
Zone, boom. No, I would just say, man, I would just say that I don't know what I would say. Like that's the moment where I'll just be like, and I'll just be like, just listen and hit play, because I don't have a good answer for that. I have a hard time describing my style. I really do.
That's dope.
Winston, what do we want to hear?
Man, you can just pick any of them on there. Let's see. Actually, here's a fun one. It's called Off Remix on there, and you probably know a lot of these artists on here. It's a remix to one of my songs, and it's got me, Locus Luciano, Riddy K is on there.
I know both of those.
Yeah.
Dudes.
And then a guy named Jay Rich out of Fresno as well.
Okay.
And so it's a remix to one of my songs, but it just came out so dope.
That's dope.
I'm not on there to the end, but it's still, everybody on there got off.
Let's hear it.
Introduce the song.
So it's called Off Remix, and it's from the album CRITE You're the Album, which is available everywhere yesterday.
All right, guys, let's go.
I'm off in the head, pardon my lower extremities. You see, my parents back in the day did a lot of cocaine and Hennessy, and I grew up without normal amenities. It fucked with me mentally. I know my identity, but essentially I really lack serenity. I'm not looking for sympathy or weight to the density. I know I do shit much differently. My life is like literally riddle on a swivel with a pencil is what I mean. It gets misstrue when I grip it right. These lines I always fucking bleed. My confidence needs no acknowledgement. Been on top of shit when I wasn't on top of it. My name is synonymous like sickness when we're born a kid. What? The way I did when I hop my lint. They pray that I stop this shit, but if you die before me, I'll spit on your grave or at least smear shit on top of it. I'm an asshole. When I die, they're telling my fable. On the Disney Channel, cripple ass straight to be disabled. Little bitches ain't Degrassi. Trust me, if your woman flash me, I'll let her ride the short bus. Then I bet she calls me daddy, then I'll throw her off.
I'm about to go off the deep end. Lyrics deep, let them sink in. Spirit and soul, don't rose go. Hit a cold pose, then I begin. Rap saving, got the father out. This murder I'm planning and plotting out. If it ain't progression, they calling out. Then I can understand what you talking about. Fresno City got the cannon with me and a clip full of hot dogs, I'm wildin' out. That chopper conceited and low-key bulimic, can keep overeating and bumping out. My spirit on angel, the city demonic and crooked. I foresee a slaughterhouse. The living is hell, I'm buried alive in hatred, but graciously climbing out rich, nigga. Trying to paint a bigger picture with loud in my cigarilla. I'm shooting knowledge all day, hope it benefit you. Bustin' rhetoric, hit a mission. Get full attention. I practice the rule of thirds, it just keep a nigga in the center. Headshots and I'm shooting between glocks. Type of form and sister. Mr. Killer just to get the nigga, but I'm snapping like a nigga ticked off. Bitches crack music, I just spit raw. And on the family tree, they getting picked off. Only make classes, but they hit hard. I keep elevating, except for lift off. This cold flow got me up to something. Levels jumping like crisscross. It's only a matter of time. I'm blowing up under the ground like a mine. So step into me and the brightest idea won't suffer defeat or retreat in the line. I'm ready for war, so give me the sword. I swore to myself I would never abort. Stay in the course, lay in the morgue, a slave for the source of evil. Too many people acting deceitful. Rappers thinking we equal off of the steeple, putting them back in their place. Stay in your lane and jump in the race. Just know that I go off, so keeping the pace ain't easy. They feeling greedy, rapping for money, but they do not lead me, huh? Look at the TV, why would I wanna be something so hollow with nothing inside but the thought of a dollar? Trading my pride for a follow and never acknowledging pain, so we bottle it up. Stuck in the cycle and falling the rug. bruh, though. So we fall into drugs, but I am just trying to build an alliance to speak for the silent majority, crying for something to change, ignoring me, ain't gonna phase. The fact I spaz on every page, kill it on every stage. I'm staking my claim as one of the greats. Fuck what you're feeling, I'm still in the cage, trapped, but under the burden is something emerging and filling with rage. Up on display, relaying it center of stage off.
I don't think you might can fathom what's about to happen. Y'all should probably go inside. Running shit, please. I'm lapping these rappers while laughing. That's why we can't coincide. This ain't a style you can go and buy. No medallion, just a focused eye. CRITE isn't dope, that's how hope is live. Bet you thought you was fly till I floated by. Man, this is my style. I came in here with it. Don't believe me, check the tape. I been don't know what to do but resonate. From this point, the game is what I designate. Y'all be so late, how you never detonate? Take over for CRITE is a matter of planning, and y'all better make me go set the day. I mean, I haven't even started eating already. Scheming on a second plate. So real that I'm transparent, I would pay to see you try to man up and replicate. While you pray that I hesitate, I just post and wonder how I got into this. Carry my team and get 10 assists. You can't get me in all my premises, cradling anything, even a Genesis. I bet you thought you were my competition. They all do until they stop and listen. Baby, I deliver like an obstetrician. Even if the seed will never stop the vision. What is opposition? No, really. Somebody fill me in. Cause when I see that, I'm going really in. Until then, I just sharpen up the brilliance by going off. Cause I'm the type to go off. Cause I've been known to go off. Cause I just might just go. I'ma go off. Cause I'm the type to go off. Cause I've been known to go off. Cause I just might just go. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Nah, don't make me do it.
Yeah, don't make.
Please, I'ma go. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Nah, don't make me do it.
Yeah,
I'ma
don't
go.
make.
Yeah, I'ma go. I'ma go.
Wow. Wow, that's some fire right there, G. What did you think, man?
I'm feeling that.
Woo.
Man, I was just telling CRITE, I ain't heard Riddy K in 4 years. Like, I ain't
Man.
seen him in 4 years. But Locust, I see that fool all the time.
True.
I seen him hang. Yeah, he was hanging on the Dagny's one day, and I come rolling up, and I roll my window down, and I'm just sitting there and looking at him. I'm just flipping him off.
True.
And he looks at me. He goes, "Dang, dude, I need a roll like you. You're rich." I was like, "Shit, you got me fucked up. I couldn't be rich even if I changed my name to Rich."
Yeah, Locust is the man.
Yeah,
He really
crazy.
is.
Matter of
yeah.
fact, I just sent that fool 2 tracks last week. So bitch never even hit me back. I'm about to go check. I'm gonna go kick his good leg.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I sent him this track. I sent him the beat, and we were having a conversation on Facebook about it. I was like, yeah, I want you to hop on this track, whatever. And then by the time we were done with the conversation, he was like, all right, where do I send it to? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, I recorded it. Like, I've been recording, like, as we've been talking. We talked over, like, 15, 20 minutes on Facebook Messenger. And he's like, where do I send it to? I'm like, are you serious? He's like, you don't need a mix, right? Just send it raw. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, here it is. So check your inbox before I go. I'm like, what? And he played it on there that smooth. Like, so, yeah.
That's
Locust
dope.
is the man.
Yeah, dude. To me, I feel like he's one of the hardest working individuals out here that is putting music out.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. Without
And,
question.
You know, I met him and T. Davis on a tour several years ago, and the promoter was just giving him the short end of the stick, where he was like, "Dude, I haven't eaten in 2 days. They haven't given us any gas money to get to these shows and blah, 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 blah." And I caught wind of that. The motherfuckers ate that day.
Yeah, man.
And the following day. And the
true.
following day. And ever since then, I told him and T, I said, as long as I'm alive, I'm always going to have your back.
That's cool.
And, you
That's
know,
real cool.
and that's the way it should be. I mean, we're out in L.A., and they're telling me this shit. And I'm like, yo, dude, nah, that ain't happening, homie. It shouldn't be like that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we all got to look out for each other, you know, regardless of styles or if I'm a better MC or a better producer. That shit don't matter. At the end of the day, you guys got to support each other out there on the road
Yeah.
because that's all you guys got.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how Motown did it, you know, and that was a whole different generation,
Whole
you
different
know,
system.
whole different, you know, sitting on a bus getting, you know, beat up because you're of different ethnicities and shit like that, you know, and that's kind of how it is now. But you got people who have to look out for each other when you're out on the road,
Yeah.
because the same people you see on the way up are the same people you see on the way down, and it's right in the middle where you guys meet. And when you meet in the middle, guess what? That's where all the magic happens.
Hey, you have. We need to write that down. That was really dope.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, seriously. That's really true though. That example and that visual and everything in the middle. Cause
Bakersfield Graph, what up, fool?
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the
What's
homie.
up, man? Hey, for real. He is. But yeah, in the middle, I feel like all of us are in the middle right now, and so
Mhm.
we need to be making that magic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know, you had talked about having writer's block
Yeah.
for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
How does that feel to you? Because I know that's happened to me multiple times, and I'm going through it right now, and I just barely put my studio back together. Last week? Last week I put my studio back together and, rearranged it and finally hooked up shit that needed to be hooked up. And during that time when it was just sitting there, I just had no interest in it.
Yeah.
You know, and how do you overcome that?
You know, with me, it's like, because I could write. I could have, written during those times. And I did do a little bit of writing, but I didn't like anything I was writing.
Right.
Like, I didn't feel like it was just up to par, so I was just throwing everything. I've just been trashing everything I've been writing. And because I feel like it's not different, like it's what people would expect from me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, as far as getting out of that, I've just been listening to everything but hip-hop. I've been listening to a whole lot of jazz, and, like, I caught myself listening to, like, salsa the other day, and just different things. Just trying to really switch up my musical palette. And then, like, who knows what's going to happen after my mind is, fully been cleared. And so I just keep trying to clear it. What if I, write after I watch this movie? What if I write something after, I get done playing with my kids or something? You know what I mean? It'll put me in a different space and just see what that's going to sound like. And, yeah, so.
You experiment with different genres and different ethnic backgrounds of music?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
yeah, absolutely.
One day, me and this guy, I had just came up from Ventura for some who knows what. And we sat right here. And we were listening to these recuerdos. I don't even what the fuck is a recuerdo?
A recuerdo is actually one of those old school throwback heartbreak songs that back from the 70s and the Spanish. And there's a lot of famous group, a lot of songs you could play them, and even a lot of younger people will know what we're talking about because, because they would hear it from their parents, back in the day, and it's
even
all
their
heartbreak stuff. But the beats and stuff off of that is just like for sample,
You know what's funny?
Crazy.
And I didn't even think about this.
Gangster stuff, like
I found all that
crazy
stuff, the stuff that I produced in Ventura. Remember that Latino stuff that I had played for you? The Ralphie Pagan samples, the Pasteles and that other the Los Angeles Negros. So I found all that stuff, and I got to a point where you go and you listen to the jazz, I reverted back to that stuff.
Okay,
you need to go peep some of that shit out.
I'm interested.
Dude. It's some ill shit, like crazy stuff. Like you would sit there and listen and be like, these fucking Mexican dudes was on some shit back in the 70s,
Yeah, and I'm interested too in being able to make music with those genres, but not try so hard to change them into my genre.
Yeah.
Like, like a lot of times when hip hop artists, jump into something else, they'll do it, but they'll just kind of, they'll bring it into hip hop. But I do want to try some things in which I venture fully into that category, and I'm just in there, but I'm still a rapper.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? And just see what happens at that point. So, yeah.
That's dope. You gotta have that creativity. Yeah, you gotta have that creativity. I'm interested in hearing more of your music. Let's play another record.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think? What you want to hear?
Whatever you think is on there. I don't even know what I put.
What's your favorite one that you gave him? Don't say all of them because we'll be here all night.
I know. Could you name them for me? Because I don't even know. I put 4 or 5.
Read Me. Slick Talk. Symphony.
Symphony's probably my favorite one.
Okay, we're gonna go with Symphony then.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah.
Go ahead, Winston. Go ahead and introduce them.
All right, so
what they're about to hear.
This one's called Symphony. It's all about how you conduct yourself, how you conduct your business. You have multiple things going on, but you conduct it like a symphony. So this is Symphony off of CRITE.
All right, y'all. Let's go. Blue Zone Show.
This how it feels when it's meant to be. Bet. Great. I'm gaining everything but sympathy. My name ringing like a symphony. Look, I am a boss in this game, but level up, you still won't get to me. Every line is an epiphany. What you trying to get is meant for me. About to hit it big, I'm talking timpani. And this is plan A, that I get to be. I'm strong arming like I'm Louis. Know about me, but they never knew me. I'm with the extras like a movie. I'm always on, no gotta cue me. Not a doc, but it's sick how I operate. I just guap, I don't sit down and contemplate. They say it's your turn, but you got to wait. I prefer if you do not cooperate. On my own horn like I'm Coltrane, set the mood shoulders and sentimental. I planned it all, it's not coincidental. See, I'm an owner, I know that's a rental. I'm building something they can't disassemble. All I do is get a nigga, this is simple. I'm detrimental on an instrumental, so much meaning to the floor that it's a symbol. In the game, about to steal the ball. You don't gotta aim if you kill them all. They gon' feel it all if they real it all. Trying to bring me down to make me feel this tall. I'm strong, arming like I'm Louis. Know about me, but they never knew me. Yeah, my way is how it's gonna go. It's all you need to know. Don't even need the hook, but here it go. There go the beat. On with the show. There go the streets. They out of control. There go my real ones. They out on patrol. There go the haters. I want all the smoke. My name ringing like a symphony. My chain ringing like a symphony. My name ringing like a symphony. My chain ringing like a symphony. My name ringing like a symphony. My chain ringing like a symphony. Yeah, it's easy cause it's meant to be. It's as easy cause it's meant to be. The album too hot, I can't hold it now. Collar popping too much, I can't fold it down. I'm running so wild, but I slow it down. See the kid coming up, that's an ultrasound. They feeling more pressed than a crease. I'm chilling more blessed than a sneeze. Or death, but I'm resting in peace. Expect nothing less if it's me. See, this for my daughters and my doubters. I bet they both us one the loudest. The style growing, never childish. Humble, but I'm still the proudest. Hey, it's a new day. I'm on top ahead, I'm a toupee. My rivals Da Vinci and Lupe. Boss over your head like a bouquet. Like, what did you say? I conduct business like a symphony. We all sinners, just don't sip for me. See, this is not what they pretend to be. They be super with the energy. I can say what's gotten into me. On my wave, I don't see an enemy. Got your bag clearing out of history. So you don't start to think she enemy. They scheme and act like they some friends to me. I'm closed off like parentheses. If it ain't IG board, don't mention me. The rules you follow about to bend for me. I call plays, then I run them too. Only me and me know what I'm gonna do. And I'm strong, arming like I'm Louis. Yeah, know about me, but they never knew me. Yeah, there go the beat. On with the show. There go the streets. They out of control. There go my real ones. They out on patrol. There go the haters. I want all the smoke. My name ringing like a symphony. My chain ringing like a symphony. My name ringing like a symphony. My chain ringing like a symphony. My name ringing like a symphony. My chain ringing like a symphony. Yeah, it's easy cause it's meant to be. It's as easy cause it's meant to be.
Man.
That's cool.
Woo.
Made out of turntable pieces. That's fire.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, you could show the
Where'd you
camera.
get
The Chuck Arias over at. Oh my gosh, I forgot the toy place. Chuck's gonna get mad. Downtown Toys and Comics, man. 1300 19th Street.
True.
He's right down close to Primetime. So
It's right on the corner of 19th and like right across from the pawn shop.
Oh, I know where that's at. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
Hey, with
where the
that said-
parking structure by going underground records.
who's our sponsors, Mr. G?
Innovative sound and lighting, or innovative concert. Or shit, I don't even know,
Dude, you
I don't even know my own shit.
was great.
Innovative production and imaging.
and Primetime Barbecue.
Primetime barbecue.
Yeah,
was
brought to you,
great.
man. That's right. We'll give everybody a shot, man, to win some barbecue, $20 gift card. You guys could go try it if you haven't had it, and if you have had it, you guys already know what I'm talking about. We always talk food in here,
I don't mind at all.
you know. What's something that when Winston's hungry and it's just something that you gotta have?
Seafood.
What is that?
Seafood. Yeah, I've been having a seafood craving for the last few months, and I haven't satisfied it yet either. So I think I just gotta go to the beach and handle that.
Yeah, yeah, you're gonna have
Yeah.
to. There's a lot of spots out there. Ventura got a great spot over there.
Got a couple spots. Got a couple spots.
Man, yeah, you been to Parker's Lighthouse before?
No,
That's like my favorite seafood place of all time. It's just incomparable to like everything else I ever had. That's all I can say. It's over
Wow.
in Long Beach.
wow. See, there it is. There's the food right there.
I'm more of the turf guy. I'm not the surf
See,
guy.
no, see,
feel it.
he didn't go to no burgers, no tacos, no nothing. He went seafood completely.
Hey,
That's the first one right there, Winston. Everybody's so into some, that's good though. It just shows the difference, in people, like completely, like
versatility.
yeah, like this guy. You talk to him about anything else, and doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
I'm easy, bro. Give me.
You were talking about you were listening to salsa, right?
Yeah.
You know that this guy's the champ at salsa.
I'm the salsero of Southern California.
True.
Man,
Hey, okay.
This guy.
I got fast feet, fool.
You know.
I believe it. You like do literally everything. So
Yeah, this guy literally, when the salsa comes, he just dips
dip
that
it.
chip in, and he'll handle the whole thing. He won't even. He won't.
I won't even
let
let you have
he
a
won't even
taste
I
of
can't
it.
stand you at all.
He won't let us. No, this guy.
I'm
Hey,
dead.
now,
I'm
you
dead.
see where the fast feet
I'm
come
dead.
from, right? Over there and go
No.
run over there and go jack everybody for it. We'll be barbecuing at his house, and I'll bring some salsa and no.
See, I was giving you the full benefit of the doubt too. I was like, man,
You were like, man, this guy.
I can see
okay.
it. The full.
I can see
everything.
this
I
guy.
can do that shit.
Hey, this little guy, man, you should see
gonna
him.
give it to
You
you.
should see him move behind the turntables.
Oh, that's a different story.
This guy got some. I'm all like, I don't know how you did that, bro.
Shit, I don't either. You have
know?
to record it.
It was just, I guess he just got lucky, when I was watching and he happened to hit it, and one out of 100. I mean, all right, cool.
Man,
You only get one time to hit it right the
And you
first
did.
time. You don't hit it right the first time, you lose.
facts.
See, and that's the beauty of the Blue Zone show, that it is live. Just so everybody knows out there, it is live. Comes to you every Thursday, 7 p.m. And it is about the community, about Bakersfield, and of course, beyond. But I do rep Bakersfield 1,000%, guys. So know that, man. If you guys haven't heard of the Blue Zone show before, hopefully you guys, follow it.
Come
Follow
and
the Blue
explore
Zone
it.
show, and if you're an artist, a DJ, a comedian, hit me up. 'Cause
And it's
we'll definitely get you on, man. Especially if you're doing good in the community and
Yeah.
you're doing positive good. That's the people I want to bring.
Yeah.
People that are doing the
Good
right
things.
thing out
Yeah.
there.
And
That's
it
what I
doesn't matter about skill level either. You know,
Intentions.
it ain't about
mindset.
dude.
It's
we've
about-
we've had DJs that were top notch, and we've had people that weren't so up to par. But it wasn't about them being the best. It was about them, period, as a talent.
Being them, yeah.
Because we've had DJs come in that were from episode. I'm just going to hypothetically speaking, but I'm just going to throw a number out. Like episode number 5. I don't even know who was episode 5.
I don't even.
That
remember.
was like 90.
I just know the beginning. The first two guys I'll never forget.
Right, of course. But
You
what
know?
I'm saying is, say I pulled, guest number 5, and I had them, the 5th week in, and then they came back to do show number 83.
Yeah.
And you can see the progression that they've gone through and they've achieved. And it's by polishing your craft, So just because you came in here as a top dog, say episode 22, and you come in episode 92, and there's no progression, okay, still, so what? Who cares?
Yeah.
It's not about your skill level or your skill set. It's about you just coming out and enjoying what you do.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people fail. They think that, they're just going to showcase this person because they're the best at what they do. Nah, we want to show everybody's talent,
Hey,
One thing that I want to make it clear, everybody that's tuned in, listening, you guys already know me, and since day one, I said this was never a challenge.
Never.
It's never a competition. I've kept it away. When people did come to me and said, "Hey, you should put 3 sets of turntables," and I did have 2 at one point, but
Man.
it was never a battle.
No.
There was, it was never a battle. It was like they were going at it. They were going like one guy would go, and then one guy would do the blending, the other guy would hit the scratching. Like
Yep.
X-Ray.
Me
for
and
example.
X-Ray did that.
Yeah, they were doing it, and it was cool. But it's never, the Blue Zone's never going to be about a competition, unless, for example, I throw a battle of the DJ out there,
Then it's
and
different.
then it's a different story. But the Blue Zone itself,
It's always about talent.
featuring and showcasing the artists,
Yep.
and letting other people in other cities get to see all the talent we got here in Bakersfield.
What the
'cause
beauty
it's
is,
a lot.
what the beauty
Yeah.
is with the Blue Zone show, it's international. It's online.
Yeah.
It's you can play it back. You can watch it on Facebook. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Instagram at times. And the great thing about that, like, I didn't know about your music. I heard about you, same way you heard about me, but I didn't get to chop it up with you like I am now.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it great, because there's other people like me. There's a million other me's out there, but there's only one of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the millions of me being exposed to you are like, yo, homeboy's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's where the beauty of the Blue Zone show comes into play, because, you know, you get that exposure. And it's never about who's better than that, because I'm sure you feel that there's MCs out there that are better than you.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
that there's DJs out there better than me,
Yeah.
but I don't care.
Yeah,
Because my talent, your talent, is what needs to be showcased.
Exactly. And people want to enjoy you, and you. There's only, like you said, there's only one you. People want to enjoy you enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of people that try to be other people or try to sound like what the newest wave is. That's
Fuck
why they
that.
don't end up going far, because the reality is the people can tell. Even if they don't know what they're hearing, they can tell when it's real.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You know what? Maybe that'll help, huh?
Yeah.
You know what's dope about Winston is you could tell he loves what he's doing, and then you could your energy just fills this room up with I could feel that energy that you brought completely, that you could tell you're passionate, you love what you're doing,
And you're comfortable here.
and it's important that I think you got to love what you're doing, or else you know what, it's not gonna
What's the
it's
point?
not gonna fly.
Yeah.
And it goes with, like, in jobs, if you don't find a job that you love or that you enjoy,
Why
you're gonna
waste
be
your time?
miserable. Every day you get up, it's gonna be, God damn, there I go again.
Yeah.
There I go again.
Yeah.
And you're never gonna be happy. When you find something that you love, man, it's so great to
Marry
get
it.
up in the morning.
Marry it.
It's awesome. And that's what I see with you. And I mean your ceiling level is, there is none.
Hey, thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
it's as far as you want to go, and I'm sure Alex G right here will say it. I mean,
How does your family feel and your peers feel about what you're doing? Are they supportive? I mean, there's times where you have family members that hate on you because of what you're doing or what you're trying to accomplish, because they don't understand. How do you deal with that as an artist? How have you had that come into play at times?
Well, it's like you said, as far as them not understanding, I feel like the kind of mission that I'm on is not something that you could oppose if you do understand it. And so, like I hear, people don't actually, I don't receive any real blatant hate. I mean, a lot of stuff, floats back to me,
Right.
he said, she said, whatever.
Right, hearsay.
Yeah, and but no one, will bring that out, because mostly what I bring to the table is positive energy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they're not going to, try
Right.
to oppose that, at least blatantly. And at the end of the day, I feel like anybody that does oppose what I'm doing, they just don't understand. And so I have to just keep doing a better job of putting enough different angles of what I'm doing out so that people can understand. And I just think it's just a matter of time.
Your
you know?
family supportive of it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's
yeah.
dope.
Yeah, and then as far as my peers too, I mean, you heard on that one song, the artist that I had on there. I mean, the community in Bakersfield, a lot of people have this misconception that Bakersfield doesn't support each other, or the Bakersfield artists are all feuding with each other, but it's not really that. It's just that there's not a lot of communication, and there's no organization for it either.
There
And
should be
so-
like a union.
yeah, like exactly.
you know what, there should be, remember we were talking about this, about doing some kind of where everybody goes and hangs out, and
Just
like
just
once a month
function.
or something going on where everybody
Man.
can go and just
like a barbecue at a
meet,
park
like
or
almost
something.
like a meet and greet, like have fun and talk.
There
and
are two things in
change.
town that are like that happening right now. And
Really?
I'm
Really?
gonna go ahead and plug them. Number one is Riddy K's. Riddy K has this thing that he does called Gutter Raised Sundays, and it's like a barbecue kind of thing, like every Sunday for like whoever to come. It's like a come as you are kind of thing, and everybody just chills, and music going on and exchanging ideas and stuff like that. So that's one. They do it over at like I think it's Jastro Park or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's usually every Sunday. But so there's that, and then there's another one that I'm involved in that hasn't started yet, but it's about to start like in March, and it's called the Ball and Build. My day job, I actually work for the Dignity Health Sports Complex.
Okay.
And so over.
Well, how was the turnout for the Kobe thing?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing, man. It was
dope.
we announced it like 2 days before we actually did it, and we didn't expect the turnout that we got, and it was so genuine. You know what I mean? Like, people really showed it. It was cool because you could tell that Bakersfield needed a place to where they could come and pay their respects without having to go to the Staples Center.
Right.
You know? So that was really cool.
What's cool about Bakersfield is, and a lot of people don't know that the Lakers actually have the Defenders, which are the D League of the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know, and they play here, and I believe their courts are off of Norris Road, aren't they, by the Sheriff's Department?
I don't know exactly. I didn't know that they were here.
I think it's over in that area. And
that's dope.
I may be old news
No,
now.
it's they're from the Defenders are not from out here. You're talking about what used to be the semi-pro, the Slam,
the Jam or something.
The Jam,
yeah.
Okay, no, that's totally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Defenders
are in. Oh my gosh, El Segundo.
Okay, because I knew that there was a minor league here that was like, you know how they used to have the minor league baseball teams.
Well, they still do, right? The robbers, right? The what are they called?
The train robbers.
Train robbers.
Yeah. So
I don't know what affiliate. Who's their?
Yeah, because I knew at one time that there was a Lakers D League here in Bakersfield.
Just like there was the Dodgers, right?
Yeah, back in the day.
Piazza, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Piazza came here. Well, just like the Lakers. The Lakers used to come here and play a preseason game back before remember when Shaq was.
Yeah, I remember that.
Kobe and them.
Yeah, I seen Shaq and Kobe when I lived in Albuquerque.
That's
way
cool.
back in '99.
That's cool.
Yeah, it may have been 2000. So yeah.
But no, yeah, and then man, as far as that the Dignity Health place, we're doing this event or this weekly thing that's going to start. It's called the Ball and Build, and it's actually kind of geared towards artists and creatives and things like that, and then obviously people who play basketball. And it's kind of like a Sunday morning basketball session, but the actual goal is exchanging of ideas, you know, before, during, and after the game. And there's like different topics, like, you know, for each session, you know, today we're going to talk about marketing or branding or whatever else, and then we're actually playing basketball while talking about this. And so yeah, and we are trying to branch out, you know what I mean? But we just got to bring it all together and just let enough people know.
So if there's some guys that are a little older, you know, they're a little gray hairs,
through.
Are they water ball? Oh, you know, they could take the water out or something.
Hey,
the water.
You need to go all the way. Go ahead and play, man.
Calm down, Adam Sandler.
Hey, I used to ball, but dude, you know what? It's already.
Yeah, I'm too old.
I can't even. I can barely sit and get up from the seat, man.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Man.
That's why I buy them big chairs.
We got to leave it to the young guys, you know, to handle the
just
court.
come for the ideas part.
Hit them swoosh.
I just want to see like all the up and coming, you know, talent. You know, whether if it's a hip hop artist, the R&B singer, I mean, male, female, you know, it don't matter. I just want to see what the talent is out here. I mean, there's a lot of talent. Like when we did the Young Cali video at my house, in my studio, I didn't know homegirl could sing like that. And when I heard that song,
Nikki Lavon.
Yeah,
Nikki Lavon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
they did.
So the time video.
They did the video, with Mike, with Howard.
Yeah, with Juice. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my studio.
That was his.
Man,
that's my studio. And that car at the
you
end
literally
of it,
have everything like
that car at the end. That's my car.
That's crazy, man.
And the funny thing is, like, I just barely met my neighbor, and I've been living over where I live for the last 6-7 months. I just barely met the dude. His name is Jay. And we went to the mailbox and met at the mailbox, and he goes, "Hey, man, how long you been here?" I said, like 6-7 months. He goes, "I've been here 8. And he goes, "Hey, is that your car in the garage?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Man, that was in the Young Cali video, huh?"
Wow.
I said, "Yeah." I said,
"You want to see it? You showed it to him."
I said, "They shot the whole video right here." And he goes, "I know."
He was looking, huh?
Wow. I was looking out the window. He goes, "Oh, I know." Yeah. And I told him, I said, "Yeah, man, we shot the video in my studio. We, you know, did the video on the grass and did the video in my car."
That's cool. See, I knew there was more to the story because I saw the studio like 2 weeks ago when I went in and I dropped a copy of my CD off to Juice.
Okay.
And then and I was kicking with him, and he's like, "Come on." He's like, "Man, let me show you my studio." I'm like, "Your studio? What?"
Yeah.
And we went and looked, and it's just like this perfectly put together like catalog studio. I'm like, "What's going on here?"
Oh, you go in mine, and there's shit everywhere because I use it. You know, I mean,
yeah, and I guess he's just like, you know, trying to experiment and learn how to, you know, use it best and everything. And I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of other hidden studios in town that people don't know about.
Oh yeah, there's plenty. There's a whole bunch. You know, I mean, I could name off a whole bunch. You know, But no, I mean, I always ask this question because about family, because being an artist, being a musician, being a DJ, being a producer, whatever ties that you have in the musical industry or any industry in the entertainment business, you always get backlash from family.
Yeah.
Do you feel any of that at times? Where sometimes, and I ask you, do they understand what you do? Do they understand how you think? Do they understand how you emotionally feel when you're not being creative? You know what I'm saying?
To that level, I don't think anybody actually understands that other than like a few of my artist friends that I have. Yeah, I don't think anybody actually understands it to that level. And so I'm building to that point, continuing to communicate with my family, even my immediate, even in my own home, because it really is hard to have that balance of going all out towards music and then at the same time managing a family and a job and whatever else. And it is really hard to find that balance. But I think in my home, I think we're working. We've gotten a lot better with that. With trying to find that. I mean, when I have events and shows, back to back, weekend after weekend and stuff like that, it can be stressful. It can be straining to relationships and everything else.
Any shows coming up locally?
Yeah, I got one coming March 7th with Brother Lynch and X-Rated.
They coming back?
Yeah, they're coming back to Jerry's.
Wow.
Yeah, because I know they were just here like
6-7 months ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 8 months ago. Yeah.
You know what, my boy DJ Dos Muchos.
Yeah.
He got me an interview, and I actually had Brother Lynch
in here. That's
dope.
He
we had him on an interview through the phone.
Okay.
But
yeah.
He did the interview, and
he was on there for what, 2 hours, huh?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that one's coming up. That should be pretty nice.
March 7th?
Yeah, March 7th at Jerry's.
That's dope, dude. Yeah. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's a good look. I mean, Brother Lynch Hung got a huge following.
Facts.
When he came here, because he did a show at the Fox, and then he did one like 2 weeks later at Jerry's Pizza, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And the line was just like all the way through the alley.
Well, he did Jerry's first.
Did he do Jerry's?
Yeah. He did Jerry's, and we talked about that with him, and then he came back to do the one with his boy X-Rated, and that was the first time ever they were going to perform together.
Ever?
At the Fox. Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I thought they'd been.
Yes.
Yeah, because Homeboy was locked up for a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
That was the first time, and he said it.
Man,
it was going to be the first time
right
ever.
there.
So it was going to be historic, and he was going to do it here in Bakersfield.
Okay.
And it went down. I mean.
Yeah. Sold out, didn't it?
Yeah, it
or
did.
Damn near.
Yeah. I think both shows sold out.
Well, shit, you put 50 people in Jerry's, it's going to sell out.
True. But
man. It can fit a gang. You seen how many?
No, yeah. Actually, I was gonna say it can't be deceptive because we packed it out at this last. We did this Jay Dilla tribute show like a little while ago, and I thought it was packed like in the beginning, and then like at the end, like I looked at it, I'm like, oh, now it's actually packed.
When you walk to the back to the other set of stairs, you're like, God damn.
Yeah,
I wonder why it smelled like sardines and ass in here.
We had to go a little further.
Dude,
back to
the punk rock shows at Jerry's back in the days used to be buck wild. Like I remember going and seeing Green Day play there before they blew up.
Right down in there?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
crazy.
Bro, you'd be surprised on how many bands that came through Jerry's that blew up. I tell people like No Doubt used to come through.
Wow.
And play here in Bakersfield before they blew up. When they were just a little ska band. And Tim Gardea from Spilt Milk Productions way back in the days used to be real tight with those cats. And like Pennywise, No Doubt, Green Day, Sum 41, all them cats, bro.
Man.
They've all played Jerry's.
Yeah, it's a dope setup. And the lighting and the texture and everything. It's just perfect for video, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the Blue Zone anniversary went down this year.
I heard about that.
And it went down big. It was 12 hours of straight entertainment nonstop.
Nonstop.
And you're talking, there was quite a bit of, Locust, T. Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got music for years.
Oh, dude.
That's where I'm going after this, actually. I'm going to the T. Davis's release party over at Jerry's.
What?
Yeah, coincidentally.
Man.
I'm going to go slap that fool in the back of his head so his glasses will fall off. Man, where's my invite?
Hey, come
Terry
through.
and Davis, get your ass on
Come
the phone
through,
and
man.
holler at your
Come
boy.
through. It's about to be a good time.
Young Black?
Yeah, young. You
Hey.
know Black too.
Yeah.
He's been on here too.
Black's my boy.
Yeah, but nah,
Yeah.
Mike's a cool, humble kid, and you know what? Yeah, with that Juvie 98, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I was
It's,
gonna say that. And have you heard his beats? Just
Oh,
see like
yeah.
his beats, like by
no,
themselves.
we didn't even touch that. But he
Man.
said he did come on and said, you know, if anybody needs beats, I do them. And
Look, I have to say this because he deserves this. So there's a Sade song. I've always wanted to do like a good hard Sade sample, like a song to one. She's got the song called Paradise. I don't know if you.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So for like last year or something. Yes. See that right
let's
there.
see. Let me hear it.
You're fine. I'm fine.
I cut you off already, bro. You got the gong. You got the gong show already.
Fuck you, eh?
No, yeah, but I sent him. I'd been sending that sample around to like a couple of different producers, like, hey, what can you do with this, you know, and everything. And like I wouldn't even get a hit back. Like I don't know if like
They're scared of it.
Yeah, they were kind of scared of it. They were like, I don't know what to really do with it. I sent it over to Young Black, and he might have sent it back to me in about an hour. And he was just like, what you think? I can add more if you want. And it was perfect. It was perfect.
Wow.
So that's definitely gonna be on my next project, like off the top, and whatever else I can drag out of him too.
That's
But
dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Young Black.
Yeah. Big shout out to him, man. You gotta hit him up again, man. He definitely he's a good dude, man. Good dude.
Yeah.
Met his little girl too.
She's crazy. We were at Primetime Barbecue, one of our sponsors, and the little girl just came to me, and I looked at her, and I put my arms out, and she came and she sat on my knee for like 45 minutes, just chilling.
Man.
Didn't cry, you know, didn't do
Nope.
nothing. She just sat there, just chilling, real tough, just chilling. And I was
This
like,
guy reminds me of a bear.
she thought she was gonna get a Christmas present.
Yeah, that's true. She seen the
Sancho
beard
Claus.
growing. He goes,
Boom.
this guy's Santa Claus.
You were
This is
false
some-
advertising.
Yeah,
It
bro.
wasn't Santa Claus. It was Santa Claus.
Santo. Working with as far as production wise, what is your go-to setup that you use?
Man, production wise, honestly, right now I don't have a production setup. Most of my last album, I was hitting up BeatStars.
What's that?
It's like this
website?
It's a website. It's like a beat buying community.
Okay.
And I kind of like SoundClick or something like that, but a little more versatility on there.
Right.
And yeah, honestly, I was just browsing through BeatStars for just hours and hours, just finding different beats, and then I would find something, and take it from there, and then maybe add certain things to it, just as it needed, like just different sound effects or
Right.
just whatever else after that. But unfortunately I didn't really have a production setup on my last album, but for this next one, I'm trying to go a lot of like live instrumentation and
Okay.
stuff like that, and so yeah, I'm definitely gonna have the full 9 on that one.
Nice.
So yeah.
So Winston, what's something about you that not a lot of people know about you?
He's an Angels fan, not a Dodgers fan.
No, he don't.
Let's see.
He doesn't care if they're called the Angels. That's the devil.
Hey, that's a bar right there. Let's see. Something that not a lot of people know about me.
He's a Raiders fan, not a Cowboys fan.
No. Damn.
He's
Neither.
none of them.
Neither. I'm a Laker fan. That's about it.
All right, well, there you go.
Let's see. Man, I play a bunch of instruments. I play like I was kind of saying earlier, and most people, I haven't really talked about this to most people, but I started off playing like classical piano. And then, but then I kind of got to a point to where I was like able to just like look at a sheet of paper and just read it and just play it like immediately. So I felt like I'm already done. Like I completed the whole piano mission. And but then so I got introduced to there's a man named Dennis Ham. He used to teach piano in town. You know Dennis?
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, he's like traveling the world now, doing all kind of crazy stuff.
Wow.
But so then I got introduced to him, and he put me in a room, and he was just like, okay, play. I was like, play what? And he's like, just play. He's like, I'm gonna just do a chord and you just play. And I'm like, I was like stiff for like 5 minutes, like, what do you mean? There's no paper, there's no notes. And he's like, just play something. And so I started, and like he broke me into like improvising. And so then I got into jazz, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, so I have a new ceiling again because I can just make up stuff. And then I went from that, and I kind of bridged from that into freestyle rap because I was like writing poems at the time. And then I was like, what if I try this like, this freestyle improvising thing with like my writing? And so I started doing it like, where you just free write, you just write until you out of ideas. And then I started doing it verbally. And so my whole path to like rap kind of started off with like classical piano, and it followed like this progression into improvising and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think I've ever outlined that actually.
See, that's cool. There you go. Blue
Yeah.
Zone Show, man. Right there.
Man.
Exclusive right there.
Facts.
Man,
The good stuff.
Yeah, you definitely need to get behind some boards producing if you were classically trained, because of the melodies that you could create, for yourself.
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
agree.
having to go through and lease somebody else's material, you create your own.
Yeah, I agree.
Man,
agree.
that's the way to do it. Shit, you need lessons on banging out on a drum machine, let me know.
I'm gonna hit you like tomorrow.
Come through.
Yeah.
so what's the mission for 2020?
Man, the mission is to bring it all together. So like on the last album, I was just like kind of, being impressive, like look at me rap. Now it's about like delivering this depth and this experience that people haven't experienced before. I kind of want to show people that like a rapper can be anything. Like there's no real boundaries or limits to that. And, like Kanye West and certain other people, they break a lot of different boundaries and stuff like that. But there's like a whole bag of boundaries that's never even been touched. And that's what I'm chasing after, really. I'm just trying to find things that haven't been done at all and do those.
You know what you kind of remind me of when you said that was Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's cool.
Like,
yeah.
I when I lived in Ventura, Anderson .Paak and I have some mutual people in our back pocket, and he came to the radio station and was talking with us, and he was talking about how the diversity, where he just wanted to explore. It wasn't about this sound or that sound. It was just I wanted to explore and bring out the best that I could out of myself.
Yeah, that's exactly. I couldn't put any better than that.
And for him to do that, and then to be fucking 10 feet away from Dr. Dre, and he's saying this, I'm just like, dude, but you got the doctor sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's impressive, and for you to bring that up just kind of reminded me of that conversation
That's
that
cool.
we had.
That's cool. Yeah, I feel like when you do it for the love of the music, then that ends up being the actual motivation for it. That's the whole mission, is just just finding those things as opposed to let's make a hit, or I'm trying to sell more than last time or whatever. That stuff will happen naturally once you just find
your spot.
Yeah, you just find your true expression, and then once that actually hits and people start hearing it's gonna do everything you want it to do.
It's a machine. I mean, you oil it, it works.
Yeah.
You know what? Big shout out to DJ JY. Always putting it down there at Jerry's Pizza. You know what he did? You know what he did send? He did send that in a message.
What?
He sent me the March
True.
7th.
Oh, okay.
He did.
Yeah.
And
I have to go over there and get some pizza.
he just
beforehand.
reminded me of that right now. That hey, I sent you it. So I looked in there and yes, it was there.
We're gonna have to go visit him soon.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to go make a visit.
Yeah,
downtown
June. We're
again.
gonna
Do it.
We're
Come
gonna
through tonight.
we're gonna shoot down there, JY.
I got a job I got to go to tomorrow. No, I don't. Dude, they would bug out if I walked down. They'd probably want to kidnap me.
So, let me ask you about being a radio personality, right? Tell us a little bit of how that is. How's life being that? Like, people hear you. I'm sure people hit you up and say, "Oh yeah, I listen to you."
Yeah.
all the time, and
It's a powerful feeling. It's like I feel like I'm at the control panel of the city, like when I'm there, and it's just like it's like a whole bunch of like mini performances like in a row. Like I can definitely say being there. One thing that I've learned that I didn't have at all before is how to just talk when I don't have anything to say. Like you know what I mean? Like you have like these little 30-second breaks, and you're just basically supposed to introduce the song, but do it in 30 seconds. And I'm like, well, the song is just like 2 words. You know what I mean? So you just got to come in and just say, how you doing? How you feeling? Whoop, 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 small talk, and then give the information, and then clip it at like 30 seconds and to where it feels natural, and then go ahead and tap it in. And that's like a skill now that I've learned that kind of helps me, like, like at the end of the song where you're just like, just talking at the end of the song. Yeah, I'm that guy, whatever. Woo, woo, woo. I'd never been able to do that. Like I always just felt silly doing that. But now I can do that.
Find yourself talking to yourself a lot?
Yeah. yeah, actually, yeah. Since doing this, I find myself just seeing how I sound.
I do this shit every day. You're sitting there and you go back and you listen to your air checks and you're just like, fuck, I should have said that.
No,
or damn, I stepped all over that post, or I shouldn't have did this, or I should have did this differently, or I drugged this out too long, or
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, you start watching it back like highlight reels. That's what I do with my shows too. I'll just watch like everything. I'm like, well, why did my arm go up when I said that word? Like that didn't make sense. Like what picture was I trying to paint with that? And like I'll get just real in depth with it, and I gotta stop.
All right. Here's a radio question from me to you. All right, from OG to Young Cat. All right.
True.
How many times have you done a break in a Vox Pro?
How many times have I done a break?
Yeah. How many times have you done your talk break in the Vox Pro?
What do you mean? So as far as
How many times have you gone through and recorded your talk break in Vox Pro and played it back?
Actually, I rarely have done that. I only do it with contests.
Really?
Yeah, I only do it with I only do it with contests usually, and when I'm like doing a recorded thing. Other than that, one thing that I have done that I found myself doing is I'll actually talk to text into my phone, and then I'll have like exactly what I'm trying to say right here, and I've done it like that, just like recorded like that, gone live like that. But I haven't actually recorded straight into the Vox Pro.
Damn, you're gonna start doing it now because you're gonna be like, okay, let me go through the Vox Pro.
I probably
record.
will. Yeah, I
Don't
probably
listen to
will.
this guy.
Yeah.
Don't listen to this guy.
Nah, bro, but hear me out.
This
And
guy's
is the
giving
reason
you
why,
some grandpa.
This is the
grandpa
reason
talk.
why. This is the reason why I do that, because sometimes what you're doing is you're going through and doing a talk break, and he mentioned time. You're allotted X amount of time because of the intro of the song. So say you got a front sell a promo for who knows what, a car wash that's going on the corner of 34th and Union, okay? And you've got 12 seconds to do it.
Yeah.
And you're over analyzing in your head. You're like,
that's
fuck.
not enough time, right?
Yeah. So you're like, okay, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? What do I got to do? Before you know it, then you pop open the mic and go live, and you just fucked off a whole break.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that many times.
And you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
And you're just like, God damn it. And Jay Reed's air checking that day.
Yeah.
Or Bob Lewis is in the car driving around, and you're just like, fuck, dude. I'm going to get hotlined. Hotline meaning they're going to call the back line that nobody else in the city has. I think I still have it. But,
Don't answer it.
You have to answer.
It's like a bat phone.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
did-
as a program director,
didn't
you
hear
don't as a program director, and you don't answer my phone call when I'm calling you on the hotline, guess who's going to come walking into the fucking show and take you off the air? Thank you very much. I've done it.
Man.
But what I'm saying is you got the Vox Pro. You
I
can
was in
go
the bathroom. I didn't hear you.
No, that's even worse. That's even worse, bro.
Oh,
Because you left your studio unattended.
oh,
So you go
jeez.
through and you
Wow.
go and record your break in the Vox Pro. And the intro is 14 seconds.
Yeah.
And you've got a 20-second talk break. And you're just like, fuck, how am I going to make this work?
Yeah.
And you go through and you're just like, boop, hit record on the Vox Pro. It's Hot 94.1. It's Alex G. Blah, 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 blah. Damn. It's 21 seconds. And you start cutting the little gaps out in between.
Yes, I've
And
done
you're
that so
gone
many
through and
times.
you're just cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting all the airspaces, all that shit. The ums, the ifs, all the little the crutches. How many times have you done that?
Oh, that's like every night.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like
Thank
every
you
night.
very
Yeah.
much. Now you see what I'm talking
The
about.
editing of absolutely, because you just have a laugh and then there's like a space and it's just like, okay, so no, every bit of space has to be completely cut out, almost to the point to where it's like
So tight.
the reality shows do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They cut out any moment that's not has substance in it.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I'm not the only one that does
Yeah.
that. You'd be
No,
surprised.
and you know
Hey,
what?
dude.
Remember, you had showed me
Yep.
how to do that.
Yeah.
The show, the audio of it,
Yeah.
like all the little
Air
segments,
gaps.
the little airspace, I would go in and cut it out and trim
Yeah.
it. So then, a file that was an hour and a half.
Now it's an hour and 15.
Yeah.
You'd
By
be
the time you cut everything out.
And,
Yeah.
and that's a
And
radio question. That is like a real, true radio question for a lot of people that don't understand what radio is. You think you just sit behind a mic. Yeah, that's true. But there's a lot of things that you don't see off the air. You don't see, damn, I got to do this production. Damn, I got to have this commercial done. There's just so many different elements.
Yeah.
What's your love and hate about doing radio?
Well, I would say my love is definitely just how well it fits into my whole artist and career and brand and all that stuff. Is just a perfect opportunity for consistent exposure. So
You know, Ludacris got his break doing radio.
off radio. I think I did hear that.
Yeah, he used to be my homegirl K Sly's intern when
Yeah.
he was Chris Lova at in Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, oh no, you know what? No, I want to change it. I'm change that answer. What I've loved the most is specifically I was able to, you know, Boogie, the artist. He's signed by Eminem. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. He came to the
Boogie
studio.
with a hoodie.
No, not a Boogie with
Oh,
the hoodie.
okay.
Just Boogie.
Oh, okay.
And he's come out with like one mixtape. It was called Everything's for Sale. And yeah, he was like signed directly by Eminem.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he came to the studio, and I was actually able to like plug my whole album to him, and he listened to it and gave me feedback on it and everything like that. Like 6 months after he came to the studio, and I'm still working on actually trying to work on like a feature, getting him on a feature with me. But yeah, so I'd say that's what I love the most
Bro,
is the opportunity to be able to like make something happen. And
Utilize those.
yeah.
Utilize those relationships.
Yeah.
Build them. You know, it's funny. Years ago, I was down in L.A. at I was at Interscope, and we were doing some event, and Snoop happened to come by, and everybody was kind of tripping that Snoop was there, and I was like, yeah, it's just Snoop, whatever, blah blah blah. I've seen him a million bazillion times. So as I'm walking to my car, it was me and Noe, and I think Insane Mexican, and Snoop just yells at me, Alex G. And I'm like, oh, hell no, this fool calling me over. So we go over there and just start chopping it up with him. He wanted us to go to Daz Dillinger's studio. And we were like, nah, we got to get back up here to Bakersfield. But, you know, you got to build those relationships because they remember you.
Yeah.
They remember you on how you treated them, interviewing them.
Yeah.
They remember you on, you know, how you made them feel.
Yeah.
You know, on
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
I mean, like you're coming in as an artist, but you and I have that same mutual connection through radio.
Yeah.
So you know the ins and outs of that, which is a beautiful thing. But on the other side, as you as an artist, you get to experience it from the other side.
Yeah.
Now you're the interviewee. Well, we're the interviewers.
Yeah, and it all adds to being, like you said, comfortable. It all adds to being comfortable just regardless of the scenario.
Oh,
so,
dude.
yeah, it's definitely a blessing.
You know, you ever have a bad interview? And who's one person that you were like, damn, dude.
Yeah,
I wanted to kick this motherfucker's ass.
I had a bad interview, not on that level, but I had one recently actually with a basketball player. It was a little unrelated, but I had no idea what I was gonna say like beforehand, and I had written some notes, and then I misplaced the notes, and then they were like, all right, let's go, and I didn't even know who he was. I wasn't sure of exactly what was up, and I winged it. And I mean, I've been told that, you know, I still played it off okay, but I'm like, I could just tell, like I was so stiff, I had no idea what I was doing at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I guess, you know, hey, the show goes on as long as you don't let on that, you know, that
Dude.
you're messing up, they won't know.
There was this cat. He was a pro. This is when I was in Albuquerque, so they always had like pro rodeo riders that come through. And why he was on a hip hop station, I have no. Ty Murray. He was married to the artist Jewel.
Okay.
This fucking asshole, he just came in and thought he was hot shit. And I was like, bro, all you do is ride a fucking bull. You know, that's what I'm thinking in my head. But he was just arrogant and cocky. So I picked up on that. So he was just like talking all kinds of shit. And he was just like, bro, you'd make a good rodeo clown.
He told you that?
He told me that. He says, you'd make a good rodeo clown.
No, because the bull would get you real easy.
And I looked at him.
You're-
I looked at him.
The
I said,
target weren't red.
I said, how big's that fucking 6-foot ladder you got to get up onto the fucking bull? 7 feet tall?
No way. You told him that?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He got so mad, bro.
Oh.
He got so
Oh, they're not
mad.
used to that.
Yeah.
you
And he
turned
was
the
just,
tide on him.
and so he was just like, that's it, I'm done. I said, okay, cool. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no.
Peace out, Holmes.
Yeah, you're not going to build your brand.
And
off
I'm just
me.
like, bro, don't come in here trying to clown me, talking about I'll make a fucking good rodeo clown. And I'm just like, we'll see how this fucking goes.
Yeah.
It's my show, motherfucker.
You know,
Remember that.
I remember Jewel when she first started.
Yeah, Jewel was dope.
Remember her teeth were all messed up.
Yeah.
But then she got them all fixed, and then it
She
was
did?
a complete different. Yeah, she. But I remember that at the beginning it was all messed up when she was.
Yeah, she had that grill.
Yeah, but she was a man.
She went
could
down to
sing.
Atlanta and got him fixed.
She could sing good.
She went to Jacob the jeweler.
Oh shit.
She got the Invisalign.
It works.
So, man, I know we still got some. We got a
Yeah,
couple
let's
more
play
tracks.
another record.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What do we want to hear?
I'd say "Read Me" would be next on there. That's the intro to the album.
Let's play it. Fire in the hole.
Ghost.
So, cause you need me. All they tryna do is be me. They just don't know till they see me. Go hard like it's easy, but they Kodak, how it's easy on me. I mean, I'm a California king, sure, but be easy. Raining over where this leads me. Do not attempt to supersede me. I'm the truth, they believe me. To raps like I'm with the key B. Baby face like a C3. Scarface, no treaties. Watch face dance like CB. Either no drip or I'm knee deep. This is C, not a CD. See, now I'm only trying to please me. Share, comment, or delete me. If you look warm, don't greet me. Nice guy when it's breezy, but a samurai would never need me. Last of a no species, so loans where they tend to lead me. Stood the point like a TP, paper coming at me like it's 3D. I need it all, not needy, just greedy. Do you see me? I'm marvelous, you more DC. Before CRITE, that's BC. Pure talent's my promo, and they'll get the message like a CC. Rude boy, no Riri. I'm up like Scotty, just be me. I'm the future son, no CC. Do it for the thrill, nigga, hee. Keep it roll like Sleazy. 5 on it, no freebies. And now everybody wanna take a walk in my shoes. I'm easy. I did exactly what I said I would. When I said it, they thought I was bold. But welcome to hip-hop, where hunger is sold. The clock that was cut from the know how to fold. 30 years old, 100 to go. That's older than Kodak, but younger than Cole. And it's the intro and it's under Ken. Troll.
I like that. I like that. I really like it. I mean, you sounded a lot like J. Cole on that.
Huge compliment, man.
Hey,
Truly.
I just I recognize talent, man, and you've definitely got
Absolutely.
some talent.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of talent in Bakersfield, and the more and more that we expose artists such as yourself, we find them because there's hidden talent out there that don't have an opportunity to even remotely come close to doing something like this. And it takes a lot of balls to come out and do something like this too, and people think that it's just, okay, they're just one-sided. No, we're not one-sided. We want to expose everybody because good music needs to be put out.
Yeah.
And you've got some good music.
Thank you.
I like this last record that you played. It was dope. I really liked the direction that it went.
Hey, that's cool. I appreciate that. That's one of those ones where I feel like it kind of wrote itself. Like when I heard it, it was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna rhyme the same rhyme over and over until the end of the song. And yeah, it was done like real fast. Those are usually the best ones.
Yeah, dude. There's, my little brother. He's like a house and techno head. He lives in Houston, Texas, and so he's always hit me up about production and so forth like that. So I did this like house track for him, and he says, "How long did it take you to do that?" And I was like, "Well, technically, it took me 5 minutes."
Yeah.
But after I went through and sequenced it out and then put it all in song mode and did everything, it took me about an hour. And so I sent it to him, and then this morning he's a 2-hour time difference, and he hits me up at like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, dude, I'm dead ass asleep.
Yeah.
But I'm the same way. I feel that those records that come to me in 5 minutes, those are some of the ones that are like, I feel are my masterpieces.
Yeah, they're
and then
pure.
there's the ones that are like you sit there for hours and hours and hours, and you're just layering shit on top of layers on layers and layers. You've got pianos panned to the left. You've got guitars panned to the right. Your drums are set up in the center. You've got vocals buried down at like negative 12 dBs with a high-pass filter, and you've got all this other crazy effects and all this other shit that's going on in the song.
And that's the one nobody will talk about.
Yeah. And you're like, dude, but I spent so much time.
Yeah.
I spent 4 fucking hours going through and mixing this goddamn record. You better love it.
Yeah, no.
And they're just like, it's just got too much shit going on.
Yeah. There's a few exceptions, but every single time almost that I spend just a bunch of time on a song, it'll be the one that nobody talks about. Like, that's true on the album too. There's one on there called On, I think.
Okay, let's hear that.
And that one, like, no one's ever mentioned it to me, like, ever. Like, or my song Untitled on there. I've never heard anything about it. But like my Slick Talk song, that's like the one that everybody likes off the album, Slick Talk. That one was just like immediate.
Slick Talk's gonna be the last one, right? Yeah, Slick Talk will be the
what you
last
got on
one.
there? Oh,
But
true,
you know
okay.
what? I definitely Slick Talk is the one that we haven't played yet. But how about if we give away your copy right here? You want to show it to him right there?
Oh yeah. So this is the album. It's called CRITE, the album. You can, get it on the streaming services, everywhere. Your best friend's car. It's probably wherever you're trying to look for it at. But this copy right here, we're going to give this one away. And it's actually one of my last hard copies that I made, actually, out of the whole batch. I only have like 4 left. So, yeah.
All right. You know what? I'm going to give it away to the first caller. 661-412-2007 is the number here at the Blue Zone Show. So come on, callers. Let's go. Who wants a copy of this?
It's Randy right there.
So
Randy.
first one that calls in, I'm going to give him this copy. Compliment of Winston right here. Winston CRITE in the studio here on the Blue Zone Show. Episode 104, season 3, man. Going down right here in Baco.
Man.
Let's play that song.
Yeah, sure. Let's play it while we get a
caller.
So they know what they're getting.
Let's go.
This one actually features.
Yeah.
Hey, this what they wanted. They just ain't know till right now. Hey. Slick talk, that's all I do by default, ain't this what they wanted? Rip off, that's what you do, but you scream that you keep it 100. Lift off, what my city gon' do? Too fly to do anything less than. I married my destiny last year, the motivation was my best man. Out here causing strife, style tighter than the jaws of life. Talk slick and I walk just like, and my dogs never bark, just fight. I'm scoping out my options like I'm a mobster with options sight. Mon miles from the boxes, cry racking up like I clocked in twice. Me and my dogs be running through notebooks, call me Steve. Forbidden fruit flow, I be getting at him, call me Eve. I'm deathly sick, but don't grieve. Solid team instead of tricks up my sleeve. Passive income with at least 5 streams, only way I'm about to kick up my feet. Rap alpha male, in demand like I got clout for sale. Every statement out their mouth is stale. They talking loud, but the shots are frail. I can't roll with that. I'm far too gone into going back. The gab is the gift, the man and the myth. Now here you go again. There you go with that slick talk, slick talk, slick talk, slick talk. You do a whole lot of big talk. I just do me, then I slick talk, slick talk, slick talk, slick talk, slick talk. You do a whole lot of big talk. I just do me, then I slick talk. Go till I'm broke, no piss stop. No explanations, just watch. No, I don't got time, just this watch. Respect put a lot on my name. I do not need a dot when I aim. I might let the wife finish up just to show how much you not in the game. Lame.
Hey, hold up, babe, come here real quick. They gonna think that's just a bar.
Tracy, make going hard look easy. You can bet I change your definition of fly as soon as you see me. I'm out this world, do you read me? I'll be at the top if you need me. I want it all, matter of fact, can I cop the store? I work hard so I can be greedy. All snatched automatic as I wake up. I walk by and your boy wanna break up. Meanwhile, you cake on the makeup, still looking like you just went through a breakup. Can't stop me, so just watch me. That's what you doing anyway, right? You realize you just in the way, right? We in the same game, you just ain't playing right. Ain't thinking about you, but you's a thought still. Ain't know that's why you hot still. Yeah, I'm laid in the shade, but I'm hot still. Making moves like I do is a lost skill. See, we are not the same breed. Go write it down and circle it twice. I'm racking up, stacking up. Y'all got me cracking up on the internet, twerking for likes. And this is not what you used to. This that genuine. Let me introduce you. You could get like me if you choose to, but I could never be you. I refuse to. Cause I started where you hope to finish at. You flawed. I see where you blemished at. Don't send me down where no beginners at. A work of art, I just finished that.
Slick talk, slick talk, slick talk, slick talk. You do a whole lot of big talk. I just do me, then I slick talk. Slick talk, slick talk, slick talk, slick talk. You do a whole lot of big talk.
I just do me and that.
Slick talk, slick talk.
Pretty slick.
Slick talk, slick talk. Big talk, 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 ayy.
Man, what can I say? Wow.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
And we got the album right here, man, right here. So
Boom.
you want this bad boy. Like he says, it's
Won't be
the
disappointed.
last hard copy, guys, available, man. So
Yeah, it's one of the last ones.
661-412-2007 is the number. I want to say thank you for to our sponsors, Mr. right here. What's your place? I always forget it, man.
Innovative.
Just like you.
Innovative
forget it.
production and imaging.
Okay, that guy.
Fool.
All right. And Primetime Barbecue,
Yeah.
1927 20th Street, downtown Bakersfield. And the phone number is easy, 661-325-MEAT.
True.
Meat.
325
Yeah.
me. That's fire.
And you can call in and get your order in and pick it up real quick. And
Freshest meat in town.
they got some, they got it's a butcher shop.
Their motto is
Also-
you can't beat their meat.
Okay. All right,
done.
Mr. Alex G.
Hey, I'm really gonna pull up though now. Like,
No, the place is awesome.
Nah,
I'm not
food's
saying
good.
it just because, that's how I became, friends with him is I finally went one time and it was like, damn, I go, this thing's bomb.
He had to come and pick me
Yeah.
up for a
I go,
second
"Fool,
opinion.
I need to take this fool over there. So I took him over and he's like,
It was good.
he goes, it's good. He goes, I second that. I thumbs up.
so better than Lucille's.
Oh God, bro! Come on now, really? Let me
See?
tell you. Hey,
The-
I'm not trying to bash anybody, but Lucille's is trash.
Yeah, I like their little
the little bread
breads.
and the
Yeah.
cinnamon butter.
It's like an
Yeah,
apple
that's cool,
cinnamon
that's
or
cool,
something.
yeah.
Okay, trip out. We went to Lucille's a couple weeks ago, and let me tell you this: I had the
You had a bad
BGs
experience,
bad. Dude, tri-tip is supposed to be flavorful.
Yeah.
If I gotta put barbecue sauce on the tri-tip,
Mm.
that's bad. That shit was dry. It was like mad dry. And the ribs, they weren't even like juicy. Everything was just dry. No flavor.
Oh man.
Did I just fuck off your whole Lucille's
No,
high?
no, I don't even have a Lucille's high. That's the only competition that I know they probably have in town.
Nah, dude, no way.
No. You
Or
know
wait,
what?
wait,
There's
another
other
place,
places. Look.
Pork and
Okay, the
what is it called?
Bubba something.
I think that's what it's called.
Pork-
Pork and Bubba's. Or
some-
something
yeah,
like
okay, that
Yeah,
place-
They're good too, actually.
Okay, they're good,
Yeah.
but they're known for the brisket.
Right.
Okay, the
Mhm.
brisket is their number one. Primetime doesn't do brisket. That's the only thing.
Okay.
They'll do the pulled pork. They do the pastrami.
You like
It's
pastrami
bomb, too.
sandwiches?
Yes.
Bruh, you need to go over there, get the Bronx burger.
Okay.
It's about
No,
this big. It's about this big.
I even got a better one for you.
Nah, hold on. Let me tell them about the Bronx.
Tell them about the Bronx, and then I'm gonna tell them about
the Bronx
Primetime
probably
burger.
sits up about 6 to 8 inches high,
Okay, I'm gonna get it.
and it's
Okay,
a
tell
big,
them what's in it.
thick beef patty, about 1.5 inches thick, and pastrami.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
you ready?
sounds
With you can get any kind of cheese,
Okay, so-
pepper jack, Swiss, provolone.
I'm
whatever.
gonna go. I'm gonna go.
All right,
Cracking.
So you ready for my choice, right?
Yes.
My choice is the granddaddy of them all in there. It's the Primetime Burger. Okay, so it comes with
Really?
Bruh.
For real? Actual size?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it comes
All
with.
right.
It, remember, it's all Harris Ranch, top of the line, even the ground beef
Yeah.
for their burgers and stuff. Okay, so you got a patty, thick patty in there. Then you got a bacon, you got a pastrami, you got onion rings. Yeah. Okay, what else? Cheese. There's
Lettuce,
a lot of
tomato,
cheese, lettuce, tomato,
Pickles.
pickles.
If you like onions.
Yeah, and so the thing's about that big.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, it is.
You have to eat it with a freaking fork and a knife.
If you go into my
Decisions.
go in my wall and just go down maybe a couple months, you're gonna see that thing on there.
Okay.
I
I literally probably will too.
And
Yeah.
coincidentally, the butcher is over here to the right.
yeah, she's actually the butcher there
the
at
butcher.
Primetime.
Wow.
She makes everything there.
Okay.
There's something called I don't know if you like jalapenos, but they do chicken diablos,
Okay.
which is
Chicken and
it's
bacon
a-
wrapped
It's a
jalapeno.
devil. It's a devil. It's a jalapeno
Chicken and bacon. Yeah, that's fine.
stuffed with cream cheese, wrapped with chicken breast, and then wrapped with bacon.
That's fire.
It's everything you could imagine. The flavor is just unreal. You would think that's not gonna have a lot of heck no.
Yeah.
The flavor is just unbelievable, and you could get as many as you want. That's like an appetizer. They do fried zucchini. I forgot what they call them, bites or something like that.
Yeah.
Onion rings. They
Deep fried. They do deep
I'm
fried
going. They're-
avocados.
if you want to,
that sounds really
if
good.
Okay,
if you want
now
a steak,
trip out on this.
they'll make it for you.
They started doing hot
spot.
wings. You don't know about this.
No, because I haven't been over there since I went to Hawaii. What is
So-
it? 3 weeks ago. I haven't been there.
Lewis comes out and tells me, Alex, try these hot wings. And you know me and hot wings, bro. We go together like mustard and
You
hot
shouldn't have
dogs.
told me that. I
Bruh.
might have to go have an appetizer. on
These hot
Saturday.
wings were cracking. So he comes back and I says, hey, you know what? You need to do some barbecue ribs, but use you need to do the hot wings.
Riblets you're talking about?
No. You need to do the hot wings
All right.
in the barbecue marinade that you use for the ribs. Dude, the freaking hot wing,
You tried it?
it came out tasting like a churro. It was that dope.
Wow.
So think of a sweet chicken churro hot wing.
A churro.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
Nah, you know what? I'll stick to the regular churro.
No, it was bomb, fool.
So it was spicy
Okay,
sweet.
you know how yeah, it's a secret menu.
Okay.
So, but if he can go in there and say,
No,
and are they going to make
they
it?
won't know. They don't know about it.
What do I gotta say? Put it in the.
How's he
barbecue
gonna know?
marinade?
I have to go.
Oh,
Give me the
muy
Alex G.
chingón.
Well,
Muy
I mean,
chingón.
Stephanie can make it, but it's they marinate their ribs in their own sauce.
Yeah, their own.
Which is incredible. And off the air, I'll tell you what it is.
True.
And it's just it was that good. It was nice. It was sweet and tangy.
So it left you stupid.
It fucking I went dumb.
The boy is dumb.
No, I was fucking getting dumb.
Dumb
like E40.
boy.
I was
Dumb
getting
girl.
done with the E40. Dumb. But no, dude, his hot wings are cracking.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna
that's
pull
not
up.
and that
Wow.
and so I gave him a little do this, and he did it. Oh, it was fucking fire, bro. Mad
I
fire.
gotta see because sometimes this
Primetime
guy,
barbecue.
sometimes
In case
this
you don't know
guy,
what
We'll
talking
probably be there Saturday. Maybe not.
it's gotta be early.
Well, no, because we got that. We
Yeah,
got
we
that
got the-
event. So
It's gotta be early.
no,
It's
I
gotta
got-
be
I
just
got
an
shit to do.
appetizer.
I can't. I
Well,
got shit.
I
to do
gotta go
Saturday.
talk to him anyways because, do you know anything if that thing's still going on the end of the month for that anniversary, the wine and steak dinner thing that he was on the last day of the
She don't know.
Saturday? No, you don't know. Okay, I need to.
We
hit him
have
up.
we have secret shit going on that we don't even know about.
That's dope. that's a real secret. But
Yeah, that was gonna be something dope. I'm gonna throw it out there because, but it was gonna be like you bring your own wine, and you get to cook your own steak right there outside on his big old. He has a big old
Grill.
probably the size of like this table
Travel trailer.
around. Yeah,
When is this going down?
I'll tell you, but it's as far as I remember, it's the last day of the month, and it's gonna be
February
like
30th.
it'll be on a Saturday. Don't listen to this guy. But it's
February
the last
31st.
Saturday of February,
Okay.
and it
It's
was
like the
supposed to be
32nd.
go down
Sure.
on the.
True.
They were gonna close and like at 2, and so this was gonna be like from 3 to,
3 to whenever.
maybe 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm trying to come. Absolutely.
Bro, you gotta go. The food.
Yeah,
the food is
it-
great. Like
It's
I've
pretty
been-
cool, and it's an anniversary of their 2-year. Yeah, it is 2 years. It is 2-year anniversary.
Okay.
Have to do it up. Sell some CDs, print them up. Better
True.
hit up disc makers.
Yes. And what do you think about this, by the way? So, do you think I should even be selling CDs at this point?
Hell yeah. Make
think
your
so?
money. Make your money.
As opposed to like
Let me tell you
USBs or some other kind of format.
People still want tangibles.
True.
People still want something they can hold.
So you don't think I should offer USBs or vinyls even? Well, that's a different conversation.
Vinyl-
Mainly USBs.
Well, I mean, the thing with a USB, you trip on this, and this is something that, you know, I had a conversation with at the radio station about doing a mixtape and putting them on USB.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get the USB and you don't like what's on there, what do?
Just delete it and use it as a...
Thank you.
Yeah.
So where's your material go?
Yeah,
Out the fucking window.
that's true. That's yeah. Okay. So the CD they can't do that with.
Nope. The CD's
Huh.
a tangible.
Hmm.
CD's going to be around forever.
Yeah.
Just like these old records.
That's interesting.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Don't
How
you
many
s-
how many times you go to a record store and see a record that you hadn't seen since you was a kid? Like you go in there and you're like, moms used to listen to the Mary Jane Girls.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you see the Mary Jane Girls, or you look for a Rick James record. You can go find that Rick James record. But these younger cats can't just go to, you know, like the warehouse, if the warehouse was still around, and say, hey, you know what? Let me get that USB drive of CRITE year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not sexy either.
You can't do that. You know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, girl, come check out my USB. You want come put my USB in your slot?
Yeah.
Here's
know
my
what I mean?
CD.
Yeah, I mean, because I guess what some people are doing, some new folks, you know, some new folks basically are getting USBs on lanyards,
Right.
and so like at parties or at shows or whatever
Yeah,
else,
you
they
hand
just
them
toss
out.
them around necks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's good to a point, but then that's a good point as far as it serves a function. So they're just probably, just start using
You know how
it
many
for that.
you know how many times record labels has sent me USB with material on it, and I'm
Where
like,
are they?
This shit is garbage.
Where are they?
Gone.
They're gone, right?
Gone.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, I found an old Ruthless Records USB drive, and it was like 512 megs.
Yeah.
And I was like, back in the day, it's like, fuck, dude, that's like half a gig.
Yeah.
I could put so much stuff on here. And now I'm just like,
What is that?
512? Sorry, old man, you got to go sit
like a
over there. I
floppy-
can't even put a song on there.
It's like a floppy disk at this point.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and coincidentally, I have drum machines that still use floppy disks in storage, but still, I mean, you have to use the mass medias. Like, do you have a SoundCloud?
Mm-hmm.
What's your SoundCloud?
It's CRITE on all those platforms. Just ITS CRITE.
There you go. Put a mixtape out. You got to put a mixtape out every other month.
Yeah.
I mean, dead ass serious.
No, I do feel that.
You got to put,
Yeah.
you're a radio cat. You
Yeah.
got to put a mixtape out every other month.
maintain that relevance.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
got to do it. Why do you think I upload all my mixes from Groove 99.3 on my Mixcloud every Thursday
Okay.
from the week prior? Why do I do that? Because there's people that still search for it. And
Yeah.
that leaves your digital footprint
It's true.
in the market. I'm not on social media. I could give two rats' asses about social media.
Yeah.
It's not effective for me because I'm not on there pimping it as I
True.
should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Most of the time I get all these fucking weirdos wanting friend requests, or you get stalker ass people or people that just want to be your homie because of what you do.
Yeah.
Nah, be my homie and buy my fucking product.
Man.
Buy my fucking album.
Yeah.
Bring me burritos.
Bring me a fucking burrito. You know?
Yeah, boy.
I could have been, I mean, so you have to think about tangible. And when I say tangibles, you have to be able to hold that product in your hand.
Yeah. And see what it have the full vision of what it is you're holding to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go through and tell you, hey, you know what? I got an album on Mixcloud. I got an album on SoundCloud. Well, how many units have you moved? Well, I got like 200 streams. Well, how long's it been up there? 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's the shelf life? Don't build a record or an album for what's now. Because guess what? What's now was 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Seriously.
What's now was 3 years
Yeah,
ago.
Most of these songs were made a minute ago. It just took a while to gain traction.
Dude.
Everything else.
Like, man, you know, you deal with it all the time.
Or yeah, like Lizzo, her song that she's just came out with or whatever. She put it out like 4 or 5 years ago and just kept pushing it until it popped on radio.
Yeah, you gotta force feed them everything.
Yeah,
you know, and that's why I say a tangible goes a long way. You know, whether if it's a business card or if it's a CD, a lanyard with just your picture on it, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, people still want sweaters. People still want free swag.
Yeah.
They still want shirts.
That's just true.
You know? And I don't have a budget for it. Well, guess what? You're not fucking cut out for this business. Straight up, Holmes.
Yeah.
Hashtag CRITE.
Yeah, facts.
No.
Boom.
Yeah.
Dude, if you don't have, and I'm being completely honest with you, you know, if you don't have $300,000 in a budget, you're not cut out for this industry. Straight up. We did the math. My team, we did the math from radio promotion, meaning going and talking to the program directors and music directors and mix show coordinators, the mix show DJs for budgets to go out to dinner, to go out and eat and say, hey, you know what? Here's CRITE's album. What do you guys think about it? Well, you got to go and talk to these people.
Yeah.
And it's not just one radio station. There are thousands of radio stations that you got to hit. If you don't have a relationship with the program director, the on-air talent, which you have that in your back pocket.
Right. Yeah.
There's no reason why they shouldn't play your shit. Are you on the local Hot 8 at 8? Or whatever it's called?
No.
Why not? It's your fucking radio station.
No, you're right.
Straight up.
You're right.
Kev,
why not? Why the fuck not?
You need to get CRITE in there. Kev, you know you hear me, man.
And I say this aggressively.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, we'll put
That's your fucking home, bro.
Yeah. No, and I agree. I feel like right now there's just not a pathway for that.
You know what that is? That's an excuse, and everybody has that. But you have an outlet because you have other mixers.
Yeah.
That will that should be playing your record when they go out and play in the streets.
Yeah.
Is Rec playing your record?
Rec has played me before, yeah. And
before. Why isn't he still continuously playing you?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You need to be on their ass,
Rec,
bro.
what you think?
You need to be. You need to push, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean that's kind of how I got in with the station in the first place. Is they were showing me love through the Hot 16 that they do, and I got in and I killed that like a bunch of times.
That's dope.
And so that's how they heard about me in the first place. So I have gotten love through there and et cetera. But as far as regular airtime, there's a level of red tape there basically for a lot of reasons. Tangible, intangible.
You want me to tell you why?
Yeah. It all comes down to figures. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, there's one song that's the hit song right now, and we're gonna play that this many times, per this period of time. We're gonna do this one 100 times a week. We're gonna do this one 50 times a week. You know what I mean? And it's just a numbers game because it's a business like everything else. And so unless the owners have a genuine interest in the culture, just like their own love for it, then you won't see that really happen.
It's not the owners. I could go on and on about that situation.
It's a shame, bro, that it's like that, man.
Reach out to other markets.
Yeah.
You know K Rich up in Fresno?
I've heard of him, but I don't know him.
You need to get in his back pocket.
Sure.
You need to reach out to Jizzo up at B95.
True.
Every radio station, you need to reach out. Go on social media and be like, yo, I'm so-and-so from Hot 94.1. Just wanted to reach out. By the way, here's my product.
Yeah.
Make those connections, bro. Pimp it. Pimp social media out the way it's designed for.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I make it a point like every single day to get in and just inbox at least like 15 new random people, start a conversation that hopefully will lead back to
don't
them
even
checking
inbox
things
them. Just
out.
go fucking bang them on their walls.
True.
Straight up.
Hey, no, yeah,
I mean, how many times you get hashtagged with something or get tagged on Instagram on somebody else's flyer?
Oh, all the time.
Are you doing that?
I don't do that because I know how I react to it. I feel like when I get tagged, I'm like, okay, dismiss notification, and I move on. But I feel like if somebody hits me on a level like, you know, hey, how's
But
your life or something like that, I might be inclined to answer.
With, you know, I'm sure it's mostly like club shit, you know, party shit. You're an artist, bro.
Yeah.
You need to go and flood the gate. You need to start at Dub C, at Exhibit, at Anderson Paak. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I don't do enough of that.
You
You're
need
right.
to bang that out, because if you're gonna take this CRITE year serious and take it to that next level, you need to bang it out like that.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You
No,
need to
you're
go.
right on that.
You need to go and at the Baker Boys. You know.
Yeah.
You need to go at Tino Cucino, at Dana Cortez, at all of these other radio jocks, bro. Funkmaster Flex, DJ K-Slay, Rude Jude, Lord Sear, all these people, bro. You need to go and bang on them. Every time that you put an Instagram post about your music, you need to have at least 300 DJs on there.
True.
Straight up.
No, you're right. You're right. You're
Because
absolutely right.
And I hate to say this, but if you don't work that hard,
then it's not gonna happen.
it's just gonna be over here on the shelf, bro. It's just gonna be local.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you local, bro. I want to be like, yo, you know what? Homeboy took my advice
Yeah.
and he blew the fuck up,
Yeah.
because that's the way it's supposed to be.
Because the talent's there, man.
Talent is there, bro.
Thank you.
You know? I like what I heard. It needs to be pushed a little harder. Form a team. You know? Have your wife start banging shit out too.
Yeah.
You know? Your family. That's why I asked you, how involved is your family? Your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, their homies, their neighbors, you know? Go to these freaking car washes where people are, you know, and I hate to use this and exploit shit like this, but this is how we used to do street marketing back in the days. You know, when you see these car washes for people that passed, may they rest in peace, whomever it was, but be like, yo, can I play my CD while you guys are washing your car? Here's a free CD. I'll autograph it for you. Boom. There you go. Guess what? They're push and play.
Yeah,
And you got to have two versions of your album.
The clean.
You got to have radio
Oh yeah,
and
I got
dirty.
the clean one. Yep.
And you always carry the clean ones with you no matter what.
Yeah.
And those are the ones you distribute to the public. Why?
Yeah, because you don't know who else is gonna be listening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was DJing at Rock and Rodeo, and I was playing all the explicit lyrics, and there was a group of churchgoers that were staying at the Doubletree Hotel.
They could hear.
And they came to they came to Rock and Rodeo, and it was before the bar was technically open. And you know, I was just playing some random shit, and they stayed the whole entire night. And one lady came up to me and she says, "You know what? You did an outstanding job playing the music, but we have to leave because of the explicit content." And ever since then, I stopped playing explicit lyrics in clubs because I didn't know who was there.
Yeah, you're right.
And they weren't there to drink. They were just there because there was nothing else to do. You know, so they were just there hanging out.
Huh. Yeah.
So that's why I say, I mean, always have that second, you know.
Yeah. No, I fully feel that.
If you go into Target, go into Walmart, parental advisory isn't even on their shelves.
It's not.
No.
I did not know that. I haven't noticed that.
Really?
When Walmart used to
I didn't
sell
notice that.
CDs, it all had to be clean.
Wow.
Why do you think every single album that came out, I went and bought at Walmart? Because I had the radio edits
That's right.
of everything, dude. And that's something that a lot of people don't even really check for, especially now in this day and age, because the music is so accessible through streaming, through digital downloads. You need to find a single, one of your singles,
Yeah.
and you need to find a record pool. And you need to be like, yo, send this record to the record pool, whether if it's Exclusive Grooves, my12inch.com, promo only, BPM Supreme, Beat Junkies, whatever it is.
See, I was just gonna ride with it at first, but now I'm gonna go ahead and ask.
Bro. Let me ask you
I've
this.
never heard of a record pool.
Why are you gonna put a record out if you're not gonna promote it to financially take care of you?
No, yeah, no, absolutely, no, yeah. That's the full goal. But I've never heard of a record pool though. What's that concept? I've never.
A record pool is where DJs like myself, like Bernard, go
in
to
there.
and they subscribe each month to go and download music.
Got you.
You
Okay.
have to
Different versions of the
different
songs.
versions, remixes,
Yeah.
clean edits,
edit,
everything.
with intros, without intros.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah,
You know?
I'm gonna jump on that.
I'm
Yeah, that's
like
fire.
I get angry and I get aggressive sometimes. That's just me
Yeah.
because it's like
I'm ready to gong you.
why
bro.
aren't your teammates on your team? And sitting next to you is really discouraging because those cats should be right here. I'm gonna fucking call Chuck One and be like, "Yo, how come you ain't helping CRITE?" Straight up. And you know what he's gonna tell me? Alex, I didn't know. And I'm gonna say, well, now you do.
Yeah.
Now you do.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
And that's when we were talking about people getting together and making those connections and saying, hey, you know what? We need to do this. We need to do this. We need to do this. We need to support our own. We need to support our own. But they're not.
Yeah.
Reality is you should have a bigger in than anybody else. And I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm being real here with you, bro. And this is the most real shit you're going to get because I've been down this road.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see talent from Bakersfield blow up because everybody has that same opportunity to shine in their talent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when everybody forms as one, nobody can stop you. The radio stations have to play you.
Yeah.
You know?
And
Do you think if you went to fucking New Orleans, do you think that you're not going to hear anything from the 504 boys?
Oh, you're gonna hear a lot.
Do you think that you're
Yeah.
not going to hear a fucking a Birdman, a Manny Fresh, Master P? Are you not going to hear that stuff?
No,
There's stuff
blast it
down
on
there.
people.
There's
Yeah.
stuff down there, artists like you, that are getting mad support with zero budget.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, they have that ecosystem out there,
Dude, you
and
be
that, a lot of that is why I'm trying to work on this app, you know, to help bring that spirit of
See?
cooperation around.
and that right there is going to help your career because it's another outlet and another avenue for you to tackle,
Yeah,
and you'll be the sole creator of that.
facts.
And you need to patent that. You need to go down and register it. You need to go down to the Hall of Records and do your DBA, doing business as,
Yeah.
your fictitious, name. You need to get your business license. I don't know if it's up or anything like that, but you need to go and do that shit like yesterday.
Yeah, yeah,
Because there's motherfucking leeches out there that will go and snatch it up and take off with it, bro. Straight up.
yeah. No, you're right.
You can't trust nobody in this business.
Yeah, and that's all facts.
I mean, like, I hate to sound negative, but it's the truth,
Yeah.
Like, I got an artist that I work with out of Las Vegas. I'm not going to say his name or anything like that or their name. Fucking talented man. Talented man. Has a huge, huge, huge record. You play it, people fucking go buck wild. Homeboy has a record that there's a certain team that plays it when they have a player come out onto the field. And, he can't even get onto a concert tour.
Jeez.
Because he's got nothing behind him anymore. And you want to talk about shelf life. His record has been out since 1993. Here we are in 2020, and people still play it and it still go buck wild.
I played it, to a bunch of retired law enforcement and current active law enforcement for New Year's for a big bash. And guess what? They were going bananas when they started hearing that beat come in.
Yeah.
And it was
So, you know,
the-
it's one of those things where you got to build those records that are going to have the shelf life, the longevity, but you also have to invest into it too. You know, you got to sit there and think strategically in marketing. I don't know your marketing background or your business background, but, you know, you got to have a solid team behind you. You know, don't think that just because you got the one record, you know, put an album out, okay, but what else, what's going to go to support that album?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Local is cool. You got to start on the local level, but we all know that in order to successfully move out of the local, you have to go out of the local.
Yeah.
You have to go outside of it before it really blows up.
Remember, though, Bakersfield is close to 400.
Yeah, almost
400
500,000 people.
Yeah, 400,000 people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right. If you could conquer, imagine
Just
if
even the
people
city,
just
yeah.
gave you.
If you got
They-
$1 for every CD that you
Imagine
sold
that.
for even half of the population here,
Oh, yeah.
it's almost $300,000, bro.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Yeah,
That's a lot of loot.
Yeah, I basically, after you know the drop of this app, I feel to this point that I haven't actually really put my push behind the album. I put it out, I completed the project, and then I did like a bunch of shows and different things just to like gather footage and stuff like that, you know, and just mingle with people and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But as far as like my actual push, like my marketing background, that's actually what I do in my day job. Is I'm a marketing guy for that complex and then for doctors' offices and stuff.
Man,
And
see, you got
so
the total package,
that's
bro.
why that's why I jumped into it, because like I was doing music like a while ago, and then I was like, but what do I do with it? You know what I mean? Because everybody was just like, well, just make it, and then
Well, you
you're gonna
came-
make it, and I'm
you-
like, that doesn't sound right.
You came
know?
to the Blue Zone show and got knowledged.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely,
Straight up.
But yeah,
which
so
you probably had no idea what was going to happen.
man, you gave me like 5 like serious pieces of info, but on top of that, so yeah, like my plan with it is like I've got like all these different like kinds of software and different things like that, you know, like email blast stuff or
Yeah,
like, you know,
gotta do
harvester
that.
for lists and all this different kind of stuff. This bag of tricks, I call it. And I'm waiting to unleash that bag of tricks on my project, but the last thing that I'm waiting on is the completion of visuals. I don't have many visuals for this project
When
yet.
you do shows,
Yeah.
do you put out anything to calculate email addresses?
To calculate them,
To
not
to
get-
actually receive email addresses? Do you put a fishbowl out there and say, hey, you know what? Sign
Man,
up.
why don't I do a fishbowl? That's fire. I need to do a fishbowl from now on. Yeah, I usually do like something different each
yeah.
time, but the fishbowl is genius.
Okay. Now,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is where the radio side of it comes into play,
Yeah.
because you're going to be like, fucking, I didn't even think about this.
Yeah.
When the radio station goes and does a remote and they say you can win XYZ, fill out your
They're just
information,
Yeah.
your name, your phone number,
Yeah.
your age, your email address.
You see, I usually put out outbound stuff that just, oh, you can keep this and remember it when you get home. But I
no,
don't,
well, guess
yeah, I
what?
need
You want
be
me to tell
collecting
you?
stuff.
You want me to tell
You're
you what
right.
happens when I get shit like that,
Yeah. yeah.
bro?
Yeah. That is so right.
You
That is
have
so
to
right.
do. That's why I asked you, how strong is your social media?
Yeah.
People don't think that the collection of email addresses is important.
No, it's
It's
gold.
very
It's gold.
important,
It's
because
gold.
that is your highway to new material
yeah.
that you can send out. Okay, fill out your info, give me your email address, and put it in this bowl, and I'll send you a link for XYZ song.
I'm literally doing that every show going forward. It's like, because usually I print out something and it's like, you know, it's got my info on it and it's like, you know, album, whatever. and I'll just pass
they
these
already
out
know
to everybody.
They already know
Yeah.
your info. They are
Yeah.
already there for you.
Mm-hmm.
You go and have them fill out the fishbowl and be like, yo, give me your information.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stalker status.
this is great.
I
It's
mean,
simple genius.
you need to go. Who's your promotions director at the radio station?
The promotions director.
You need to find
I
out.
think his name is Marcus.
Okay, you need to go talk to Marcus and be
Yeah.
like, yo, hey, man, I got this project I'm working on. Give me some ideas.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, he'll share you the knowledge.
See,
When
these
you fill out your prize list, what do you have on there?
my prize list.
When somebody wins tickets to the movies, because you guys always give out movie tickets,
Yeah.
what do you always ask for?
Just their
Name,
name, their email, their
email address, birthday.
Yeah. I've only been collecting those digitally, and I should be
You
collecting
don't
them
even
physically.
have to do it digitally.
Yeah.
Because you just take them, you put them on a list, print out,
Yeah.
get just, hey,
You
this
right.
is CRITE's email, CRITE's email blast.
Mm-hmm.
Put your email address and I'll send you a link.
Yeah, I even
for
got a name
fr-
for it. It's
for
called
free
CRITE's List, and I've been using it, but I haven't been using it in the physical shows.
If you fill out this information for, an email address, I'll send you a digital copy of my album.
Yeah,
And guess what?
they're gonna do it.
They're
gonna do it.
Gonna do it.
Because in that moment, because they don't have to give out anything. It's
And
just
then
like,
guess
okay,
what
yeah.
happened? You got merchandise.
You
got T-shirts, you got lanyard.
No, I don't have
Okay.
merch yet. I don't have merch
Bruh.
yet.
Yeah. This is where it all comes into play. Okay.
It does, yeah.
When you go through, fill out your email address. I'll send you a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Little small things like that. But I mean,
No, yeah. See, and this is why I need to stop being an island, because
be the wa-
I
be the
do
wa- nobody
do
wants
every
to- nobody wants to be the island. You want to be the water.
Yeah, exactly. See, I do pretty much, not pretty much. I do everything myself. So whether it's like I design
Need
this
to
and
form a team.
all that, and yeah, because then things fall between the cracks like that.
Yep. And it's hard because you're trying to be the artist, the producer, the engineer,
The manager.
you're trying to do it all. And,
Yeah.
And my friend, it takes a lot of work to do it all. I got
Yeah.
to the point where I had to depend on my tour manager for the last 5 years. And this year I kind of just was like, I'm not really doing much anymore. So I kind of let her go a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
we still do stuff. But even my tour manager, she was just like, okay, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to do that. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, fuck. Okay. Because it got to the point where I was in Ventura. I was in Bakersfield. I was in L.A. I was
Yeah.
in Vegas. I was in Phoenix. I was in Fresno. I was all over I was in Albuquerque. Had to go to Florida. Had to go to New York. Had to go all these places. And I couldn't do it all anymore.
Yeah.
So. But, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah, and you know what? He probably wants to go and have some fish, some seafood.
Well, take him to Ventura. That's your spot. Take him to Rolando's.
I'm about to head to Jerry's.
Oh yeah.
See
Oh,
there,
that's right.
yeah, there you go. See, so we're gonna have to, let him go. So Winston,
Hey, I'll stay here. all
Okay.
night.
What
Don't
you-
play.
Hold on, hold on. Before we leave, what did I get from you just not too long ago?
What'd you get from me? My email address. And
Why did I get your email address?
in order to maintain that consistent connection.
Why? Because I have material that I want to send to you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I was trying to look past that. I was like,
Yeah, because
yeah.
So and it works the same way. Hey, give me your email address. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's it's a quick way to get in contact with the masses without having to be in front of everybody. And the crazy part is you can go into your address book and log all those email addresses. It's going to take some time,
That's worth it though.
but it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then all you have to do is just go into that and be like, CRITE's World.
Yeah.
Boom. And it's all of your people.
Yeah.
Dude, I get so many emails every single day from record labels and promotions companies and all this other shit. And it's like, it bombards me. Like, Stephanie will be asleep and she's like, who's blowing you up now? I had a freaking record promoter last night hit me up at like midnight. And I'm like, fuck, Otis, come on, dude, really? But he's staying on his grind.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's-
Wonder Woman.
Come on now, you're stupid. All right, I gotta go. You have my number.
note,
You have
yeah.
my number, my email address.
Hey, I had to
That's
throw
that's
that,
my cue.
I had to throw that in there, man. But anyway,
Yeah.
did you ever watch Wonder Woman?
What, the original show?
Yeah, the OG. I mean, no, you're
caught it
you're
like,
way younger.
I've caught it like
but
once. I've seen it, but
but-
not like enough.
I think I've seen it a few times.
The gold lasso for the asshole.
So
Sound like an Eminem
before
bar.
we get on out of here, where can people get a hold of you? And whatever else you want to say right now. It's all you right now.
Man.
No Alex G. It's all you.
Okay, well, look, if you want to get in touch with me, CRITE, the 661 from the 661, you can find me everywhere, all social platforms. including Napster, including things that you don't even know about that they have. No matter what, it's /itscrite at the end. Facebook.com/itscrite, SoundClouds.com/itscrite, Instagram, it's CRITE, all that stuff. So find me on your platform of choice. Let's connect, and let me get you this music. Yeah.
There you go. So you guys already know, man, this was another great one, and you guys heard it from the man right here, CRITE. And tune into him too, man.
Yeah, every Saturday I do the Saturday night street party.
See you guys
in.
when you guys are jamming, man. Tune into. Oh man, it's gonna be on the same time this guy's in. Oh man.
Oh well, hey.
It's all right. You could listen to Alex for his 1 hour mix, and then they could go back to Hot 94.1.
I'll do you like Morris Day in the time. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh, shit.
See?
Man, episode 104.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Thank you very
Thanks
much for
having me. It's a
taking
special
time. For coming through, bro. It's we appreciate it big time, and hope to have you back soon, man. Again, and
Say when.
whenever you want to come in and guest co-host and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It'll
let me know.
We always got
Let
a
me
bunch
know.
of artists, DJs coming in. And the DJ, just in case somebody's not familiar with the show, the DJ comes in and spends a 60-minute a set. So everybody watches them mix, and
That's fine.
then we sit down and talk
about
about him, about the DJ,
That's cool.
about him, about the person, how he got started. And,
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know the background of a person. They just know, oh, it's DJ such and such, and
Yeah.
they just see him spinning, but they don't know nothing about him. So it's a way to get into the life and the
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, call
lifestyle
me anytime, man.
that the DJ.
I'm interested. Let me know.
Yeah, so you can see this guy one of these days too on the.
He's like,
You know what? There was one day that cracks me up, but he was on there on a mixer from 1986. 1986, realistic. Brought it out and put it in there in between a Newmark. Oh yeah, it was a Newmark, huh? Man, realistic. I was even taking it even further back with the realistic ones. Damn. But and he was up here doing this thing with that thing, and just like if he was using a brand new one, man.
yeah.
Like if he was on his S9.
Yeah, you're gonna have to call me for that.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna hit Primetime first, get a burger. The Bronco, what is it?
Bronx.
The Bronx Burger. I'm gonna bring that over here and I'm gonna watch him mix.
They even got a J-Lo one, by the way.
Fire.
I won't even get into the J-Lo, but they got yeah, they got a bunch of stuff, and Primetime Barbecue, thank you. Innovative Production and Imaging, thank you. Blue Zone Show, Winston CRITE, thank you. And we'll see you guys next week, man, with another episode. We got, we got a DJ actually coming in next week. We haven't had one in a minute. We got one coming in, has never been on the show before. And let's see what he brings, man. But I'm excited, and I know he's going to bring some hot stuff coming. It might even be a vinyl set. It might be a vinyl, all vinyl. So we'll see you guys next week. This was episode 104 of the Blue Zone Show. Have a good night from Winston, from Alex, and me, EVP. Have a good night, fellas. We'll see you next week. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7 o'clock Thursday night. Coming to you live from Bakersfield, California, inside the basement of the Blue Zone Studios, where we showcase up-and-coming DJs, get the inside of where they began and how it all started, taking you in-depth with all the DJs you know and love. We call this the Blue Zone Show, each and every Thursday night at 7 p.m. And here's your host, the one and only DJ EVP.